Tell me what you think, Yorkie. You think it's terrible? Is it horrible? Hello. Pakion, why are your arms sore? From carrying all these bitches? Meowdy! Kakion. You're into some weird shit. I love it. Also, I didn't know Canadians liked baseball. The performance of the Blue Jays makes me think that you don't know how to do it. Also, guess who likes baseball? Ew! Ew, Kakion! Are you a white wolf? Ugh. I kid. Actually, the most devoted golfer I ever knew was a black man from Southside Chicago. I can't say shit about golf being a white thing anymore. Even though it is, because anyone who's not white who's professional, they freak out. Same with tennis. White ass shit. I'm not surprised, Kakion. A good deal of Twitch is white. I'm white. PB's not white. A not white person brought me avocado toast. The white breakfast food of the gods. PB, what? Okay. For anyone just coming in, we're only talking about this because I made a joke about golf being a white sport. We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. Did you suck, Kakion? Or did you get some actual... You were... Did you actually... My cup says best friends. Did you actually... Were you at a driving range? What was the longest you hit your ball? As usual, if you have misophonia, let me know. Mold is good for us. Okay, we're talking, so we're going to webcam. Tell me what you think, Yorkie. You think it's terrible? Is it horrible? Webcam time. Because we're talking. Not this amount of mold. Was this an invading beast of mold? Was it a mold monster? Over 200. That's not bad. That's not bad. Like an amateur course, if you can drive over 200. Hey! What is up, Linzer? See, I actually do like sports and know about sports. Not yet, only because I didn't do it. Not because I'm... not because I tried and failed. We've been fighting a cold in this house, so... Whenever I'm not streaming, I'm just lying around being a coffee bum and applying to jobs. No, avocado is $1 for avocado right now. Kroger got nailed real hard by Democrats in Oregon, so we are having some prices drop. I should really start giving shout-outs just to streamers in general, though. I've been only doing it for raids, but I have so many streamers who follow me. I mean, do you know how many Starbucks I have, Linzar? I agree, Megan. If Winco had order pickup, we'd be using them. But we're both ADHD enough that it's just a removal of entry to get our groceries that way. Oh my god, I know. I know, Linzar. I fantasize about killing Musk and just splitting his trillion among everyone in the US. I know. All I need to do, well, at this price, it would be 700,000 avocados. Well, you could come bring your kids. I'd throw you in my giant house I'd be able to afford. If anyone has misophonia, please tell me. Yes, of course! I have so many dresses I don't wear anymore either. You would inherit so many. We'd have to, like, tailor them because I'm pretty tall. But... right, PB? 7 million avocados or 1 Elon Musk. What am I gonna do? Takian, where you golfing? Big range, small range? PB! Like, Princess Bubblegum. Princess Ballads. Princess Bubblegum or peanut butter, depending on how you're feeling. It's how PB's feeling, really. Phoebe is a really cute name. That's a great name. I always think of Phoebe from Friends. Who actually is a rude bitch. Like, deep inside. I love her. It's some other Phoebe. What other Phoebes are there? Okay, good. I do keep my, gate pretty high because I'm a loud bitch and... misophonia is bothered by chewing sounds. So, I stream a lot. Mostly because if I don't, I kind of go crazy. I'm actually secretly a workaholic. And, It's much more common than you think, which is weird. But, not weird, maybe, but just like, I was surprised how common it is. I actually have very, very mild misophonia. If someone's chewing with their mouth open, I can get really upset. Yeah, I'm more sound sensitive towards things like, you know, when something's powered, but it's in standby, so it's humming. I cannot stand that noise. I also can't stand noises that are too quiet to make out voices. So if they're making a sound, but it's just like... This will actually... Yeah, Lenzar, I can do that too. As I've gotten older, which I'm sure you can empathize with, my ears aren't as good, so... But yeah. If something's too quiet where I can't understand the voices, but I can hear mumbling, kills me. I also don't like clanking dishes, but that's like, that's a slow build. And I have to be in a specific place. Let's look at this article. I didn't realize that misophonia was more than just chewing. Rough. Oh no, we lost Kakion. Maybe he does have misophonia. Maybe I... Maybe I chased him off. Alright, you know. Nothing. Jon Snow. I love your name. Very high concept. Alright. Sarcasm, my friend. It's actually pretty low concept. It's true. Your name is both a blessing and a curse, and so are my middle fingers. I figure if people hate me, they'll click on them. And then if people love me, they'll click on them. I call them fucks. So, you know, you either have some fucks to give about me or you don't. So. Oh, yada! Well, let's fix it. Hello, I'm Hildy. Welcome to my channel. Thanks for stumbling in. I got some avocado toast this morning. I literally wake up to stream disco because it's my European time slot, and I'm really not a morning person. So, Avocado toast showed up when I'd already started streaming, so I took some time to talk to people, eat that, and then, yay! Europeans! Yeah, this is specifically for Europes, because I started as a day streamer. And I've shifted to mostly nights, so it's out of respect for my roots, and also, like, my second follower still shows up. Tevra's, from Sweden. So, so we do, I mean, it's disco right now. In general, we just do story-heavy games that, like, can have conversation, because I like talking to people. We've done American Arcadia in this time slot. We did, what the fuck did we play before American Arcadia? Altars. The Altars. I'm playing every game I've ever had exposure to. Which means if it's in my Steam family library or roommates had it or whatever. Since I was 6, I'm 41, that's a lot of games. We're an F in a Headlighters Fable. Strong opinions! Tell me, are they aligned with humanity? I really don't mind a good debate, but if you would have voted for Trump, you're not going to have a good time here. And I mean that as a warning for you not to waste your time. Not as like a... And it's nothing but I know that you won't like me. And so it's for the best. I mean, you're coming for disco, so I highly doubt you would have voted for Trump, but it bears asking. That's usually my litmus, as I'm obviously American. Yep, that's very pro-humanity. I'm here for it. Except Leninist, I mean, like, well, okay, you're obviously not gonna murder people, so... yeah, aligned with humanity is like, are you transphobic? Are you homophobic? Are you so unwilling to learn about people that you're anti-plural and you won't even think about it? Are you racist? Are you, you know, like those kind of questions. And if you're not aligned with humanity, as in you're not any of those things, you're also not gonna like me. Because I'm very... militant. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's just whenever someone attaches Stalin or Lenin to the... I know that Lenin wasn't necessarily the start of the murder, but he did... Well, I mean, he was the start of the murder-ish. He did start the anti-science movement that Stalin, like, passionately increased. So, I'm always a little nervous, but I also recognize that Leninism is just a type of Marxism, and it was a little more functional in the end than Marx's pure vision. So I'm always willing to hear out a Leninist. If someone were to say Stalinist, I would just be like, oh, cool, mods, let's ban. Because they're a murder panda. Why have I decided that it's murder pandas now? Pandas only eat bamboo. They're super vegan. I think it comes from Trash Panda. It would have, like, a murder kitty would be equally cute and much more realistic. I don't usually, like, talk to individuals and give them this warning, but since you were like, oh, we can change that, I was like, you know what? Yeah. And that's what I'm familiar with Leninisms. Leninists is that they usually are like, you know, Marxism has this almost hyper-pacifist underlying streak, and Leninism was like, look, you're gonna have to stab someone in the throat once in a while. Satanists are the shit. But you're gonna have to stab. I mean, this is appropriate conversation for Disco Elysium, so I am more than happy to keep doing this before we start playing, y'all. But yeah, there's this, I've always felt like when reading Marx's work, even though he did talk about overthrowing our oppressors, he never really talked about it in a way that had any functional action, right? Whereas Lenin both implies and sometimes explicitly says one must kill to be equal. I wouldn't say kill. I actually can't remember if he uses kill specifically. It's been a minute since I've read the actual text, but I know that he states revolution and does not pretend it's not bloody. Right. And Marx implies that it pretty much has to, like, Marx implies overthrowing with violence is almost hypocritical, at least in my, so again, it's been a fucking minute, but my first degree, I had to write 2 theses for 2 different classes, and the first one was a thesis on Contract with God, the first graphic novel from a Marxist critique, talking about how it actually imposes a white, monotheistic perspective on several characters, and then continued to enforce that in comics because of its fame. So I did a deep read then, but it's been like 15 years. Violence isn't necessarily murder. Like, it's a pretty long way from seize the means of. Well, that's true. That's true too. I'm ADHD, so I'll always be picking very strong words by habit. If you take what I'm saying negative to severity, that's usually where my intention lies, unless I'm like, no, really. I cry when I get in fist fights, so I would like to note that even though I joke I would win in every battle and violence and whatever, I'm actually a big softie. But yes, seizing the means of production can be in a boardroom, but I think Lenin realized that it wasn't going to be in a boardroom. I do use eat the rich, but I think we can both agree that that's more of a metaphorical statement for destroying class barrier than it is for actual rich eating. So, I'm also vegan, as I've mentioned. You know, if we do start to actually eat the rich, fine, I'll eat meat. Yeah! Harm none! See, I was already gonna ask. I was literally gonna ask you, like, you just sound like a fucking borderline anarchist vegan like me, honestly. Yeah, I've been vegan for 6 years? 7? I was vegan on and off my whole life. I had doctors tell me not to be vegan once or twice, and I lived in China for a while, and being vegan there is very difficult. But Veganism is the shit. Once again, for my non-vegan friends, I actually watched a video by Jordan Animations that said this really nicely. I frankly don't care what you eat. Like, I wish you would be vegan, but I don't care. I'd like you to be vegetarian or vegan one day a week if you aren't, right? Like, I'd like you to work your way towards it. What I do care is when I see you throw away chicken nuggets, or I see you eat half a steak and not eat the leftovers, right? Like, that's a life and you're wasting it. So, what Jordan said, which I really liked, was, I don't need you to stop eating meat, I just need you to value it more. And I really liked that. It's unrealistic to expect the entire world to be vegan, though it would be wonderful if it would be. It's unrealistic, and it wouldn't work with every biological person. You know, I vibe with anarchists, but I think the dictatorship of the proletariat is an obligatory step in achieving a classless society. It's a very long conversation to have, and, like, I can't be asked right now. But my main reason for believing so is basically what happened in Spain in '36. You know, I feel like we vibe, Jon Snow. You should give me a follow, because I have more than once said, it's a super long conversation. I'm not gonna fucking do it right now. This is my opinion. Let's not argue about it. When I'm in the mood, we can do that. I've said it about small things too. Like, this is my opinion about bards and D&D. Leave me the fuck alone. But I don't agree, but I recognize completely that, like, that it's too complex right now. It's like, sometimes it's just not what you want to talk about. Yeah, like, I would say I am not a fundamental communist, and that has nothing to do with a disrespect for communism. I would be very happy with a communist rule, but, I just, it's such a long conversation. I tend to get into it when I'm playing disco, so it's been happening in bits and pieces in the VOD. But there's something about it that doesn't feel realistic, and I'm so too autistic, maybe, to dream. I feel like communism, in a way, is a dream that becomes reality, right? And I'm too practical. So if what I do for the world ended up working towards communism, I would be happy. Yes, but I'm too much a black and white person to be able to see communism at the end. I aim for, if nothing else, moving the norm from this deep red to a moderate blue, even if I hate, I've always hated moderate Democrats, even when they were actually Democrats. Yeah, exactly. And you're welcome. I would love to read what you have to say if you're feeling like saying it. If you're not feeling like saying it and you just want to watch disco for a while, say it when you wanna. I also have a Discord you can join. You're welcome to launch in there. We talk about all sorts of political stuff there. We tend to be like-minded, but that was never my intention. My only intention was to prevent MAGAs and Nazis, because if you'd vote for Trump or Yeltsin or to leave the EU, you're probably a Nazi. The EU, there's a chance you're not, but most likely you are. So, like, I really have no time for Nazis. We'd just yell at each other, and then they'd leave anyway. So, yeah, for real. But I do think that's not, you know, idealism and communism, ideal communism and communism have been different for a very long time. But to pretend that humans can't learn from their mistakes is also folly. We're seeing a world where humans don't learn from their mistakes, but that's because boomers never had to. And in a way, millennials never made them. You know, people like you and I, Lenza, in our 40s, we have failed to some extent. Though we really couldn't because we were oppressed financially. We can't really blame ourselves, but we did fail to some extent in holding our peers and our parents accountable. We chose non-confrontation, and it's led us to this. Which I'm not saying you and I did. You and I are... You're in your 40s to me, lovely. No. But, you know, we actively chose this sort of harm none philosophy instead of telling people they were full of shit. And again, I say we globally. I know that I have had many falling outs from telling people that if you're choosing between vanilla and horse shit, it's not the lesser of two evils. And also from telling people that if you are refusing to share anything more than $1 million with the poor, you are the problem. But you can critically say that there is fundamentally the structure for something like communism to work. We have the right personality of people, but we would also just need to... Well, yes, that's actually what I meant by we chose a life of... We collectively chose non-confrontation. And I'm specifically talking about America right now because that's the political situation I understand. But in America in particular, lots of people chose not to confront their neighbors and just to agree blindly because they were afraid or they thought it would be rude. It became really common that anyone who told you you were wrong was aggressive or bad. And oddly, I've pretty much only known autistic Americans who are willing to say that. Communism is very much science-based, like read The Capital or the Anti-Duching. A big problem of capitalist society is that means of production organized by competitions of collaboration are inherently inefficient. Dialectical materialism is a scientific tool and it leads to communism. This is a very large topic, like multiple... Oh, yes. Yes. And I have arguments back, but they're also book size, right? My youth. You have not been crushed by the pain of reality, which is great. If my leader is 22 next time, I will be ecstatic. There is such an underestimation of the intelligence of people under 30 right now. There's like both a worship and an underestimation, right? Like all these kids who are good at things, we like rocket them to societal perspective, but then we immediately treat them like infants. Oh, I know, Lenzar. Humanity is capable of so much. But we immediately then treat them like infants, even though they're fucking adults, they're paying their bills, and they're having their futures ruined just as much as someone my age, right? So by worshiping the old for anything serious and pressuring the young in anything competitive, we've essentially removed their ability to make the world to make their world their image. That's why my channel is not explicitly 18 plus. 14-year-olds, 15-year-olds, 16-year-olds, they can handle this information. They can handle these cuss words. They can handle this universe. They are not children. They are something in between. And we need to grab them while we can and allow them into our spaces. When I was a middle school sub, I was by far the most popular teacher any of those kids had. I was a long-term sub for 3 weeks, and you call middle schoolers crows because they bring you shiny things, right? I had kids make me full-on paintings because I talked to them like adults. It's a very heterogeneous generation, I feel like. You get people who got their shit together politics-wise, and then you get some who don't even know what you mean if you ask, are you a comrade? I think it's really funny. Yeah, you are absolutely correct. Zoomers or indigo children, which is the people who are just like 3 years younger than you. Snow. Is Snow okay? Like, what would you prefer to be called? I feel like on Twitch, it's almost the same as asking what your pronouns are. It's like, how do you want me to read your handle? It's not exactly the same, but, you know, who do you want to be, right? We're all just anonymous enough that, well, I'm not, but everybody else is, that it's important that you recognize who they are in their anonymity. But there is that weird split youth, right? David. David is a great fucking name! I'll use Snow. Even if I know your real name, I tend to avoid using it just out of a respect for, you know, not doxing someone, right? Oh, so Davide? Or David. Will you spell it phonetically for me? Davide. Okay, I wasn't that far away. Oh, I like that even more! Oh, Davide. Like, dead? I'm sorry, that's the only thing I could think of. Yeah, I like that. I'm, you know us Americans. I'm actually second generation Italian. And that doesn't explain my pronunciation, but hello, Italian. My family's from Sicily. So I guess I'm not really Italian. I'm Sicilian. No, you know what? Maybe you might be able to help explain this to me, but my grandmother was just a fucking bitch. And she refused to teach her daughter Italian because she said she would be worthless to husbands. So my mom only knew, like, capisce, you know? And the things your mother says to you when they're really mad, they, like, actively didn't speak Italian in front of her. I didn't even know I was second generation until, because of, you know, that's completely arbitrary, shitty parent stuff. But I didn't know I was second generation Italian until I was in college and somebody made me do a genetics project. And then I was like, what? So I didn't even know I was missing knowing Italian. And then my uncle Steve and Joey and everybody, they all know Italian. Yeah, okay. That does actually help that doesn't sound weird to you, because it was so astronomically bizarre to me growing up how much my grandmother just like, we were treated so differently than our uncles. Everybody was. Yeah, you know, they moved to Florida, where there's the Delta Italians there. We're actually a safe family on my grandfather's side. And so she didn't have anything to worry about. But she just like did have something to worry about, if that makes sense. She just decided she did. And maybe it was because her parents were shitty to her. I've never quite figured it out, but my grandfather's parents made the active decision to only speak English in the home when they emigrated to Saskatoon once my grandpa was school-aged, because they wanted him to have an assimilated life instead of an othered life. I think that was a big mistake for a lot of people that age. Not that the Western world didn't create that presumption, but there was... I'm also not surprised, Snow, to hear that you're Italian. Y'all have an intense political situation right now. Everyone, keep Italy in your thoughts and prayers. Please. Not just in your thoughts and prayers. Maybe talk about Italy to other people. You know, bring up the fact that they're like on the edge of fascism again. Italy is having a hard time. Yes, no. I mean, back then, yes, and now, yes, but there was a period where, like 10 to 20 years, where people were allowed to give a fuck about immigrants, and it wasn't great, but it was a lot better. We've definitely regressed in America a fucking hell. And Canada has just about shut their doors. But there was a period of time where it was okay. I wouldn't say it was great. Yeah, that's the thing about the UK. You guys were so far ahead of us all the time, and now you are in the basement, and I haven't figured that out. I just think, I think it's just the parents of people who were not sociopathic, their kids moved out. And so there was no, like, familial pressure to be kind anymore. This is the best I can figure. Because every person from the UK I know, including one of my closest friends who's Welsh, is just baffled. But they're all of a certain age. He's also Welsh. He's baffled by everything. He's not watching. I could say whatever I want. Okay. It has been an hour. No matter how much I love talking, it's been an hour. If a trans woman was something like that now, the cries of woke would be everywhere. Oh, I know. I know. It's so fucking tragic. Like, I had this 7th grader once come up to me and say, "Can you explain transness to me, Miss Hildy? You seem like a safe person." The political situation kind of a turd on fire. Oh, yeah. Definitely, we're on fire. No disagreements here. It's kind of a turd on fire all over the globe. Italy is a special case because winning an election is so hard and the margins are so thin and the economy is so hard to keep from collapsing that either a government forms and does basically nothing or instantly collapses. If this government lasts until the next election, it would be the first to do so since the fucking modern... Oh, Jesus. Yeah, Italy is wild. I don't pretend to understand Italian politics other than what is reported to me, because you guys are so passionate and so wild. Like, your president on a boat with prostitutes and cocaine, wild. But, so this kid comes up and says, "Can you explain transness to me?" And I said, "Is there anything about yourself you don't like?" And one of the kids says, "I really don't like my hair. I can't do anything with it," right? And I said, "Okay. So, is there any time you like your hair?" And he says, "Yeah, when I get it fresh cut." And I said, "What if you could never cut your hair again? What if you could never cut your hair again? And even worse, the only thing people see about you is your hair. Every time, every job interview, everything you do." And he said, "Well, that doesn't sound that bad." And I said, "Okay, let's try it this way. Every time you wake up, everything else about you is different except your hair." And he was like, "That sounds like hell." And I said, "That's what waking up in the wrong body is like." We have this idea that trans people pre-transition. Like, we don't think about what it feels like pre-transition to wake up in the wrong body every day. Even if you're an egg and you haven't cracked, there's something wrong all the time. The fact that these governments want to take people who are already in pain and make the one sense of medical relief they have be more reason for punishment is by far a smear on humanity. This will last as a period of shame in the future for a long, long time. Period of time when all empathy died. Needless to say, that kid started using the right pronouns, which I was very proud of. I was very proud of him. It takes a lot to overcome things like that, especially when your parents are teaching you. I mean, as a white cis queer, that's literally the only thing I can do, right? It's our job, we white cis peep. I'm also weirdly surrounded by trans people. I guess it's not that weird because I'm surrounded by women and men. But the amount of my friends that are trans is quite high for a cis person. I know a lot of really cool people. Yeah, I think so, PB. I think so. What do you guys think? Should we play a video game? Most cis people also have things that they could do to be happier that they choose not to do, and then take out their anger. Yeah, I think that's also... I would say, if anything... Yep. Let's play a video game, but I would... my stinger's gonna come up, and then I'll finish this sentence.
Tell me what you think, Yorkie. You think it's terrible? Is it horrible?
Oh, Yorkie judging me as usual. So, yeah, I think that's a big thing about the current cis hate. Is that, like, cis hate of trans people, is that when you're too fucking brainwashed to do things for yourself, you then hate others. Okay, so last time on Disco. We gotta go speak to that's right. We gotta speak to Klasia. It's okay, trigger warning. If you are sensitive to anything to deal with the big violent R word, please do not pay attention right now. This is a first playthrough, and this is Wednesday. I have not gotten any help. I now have a shack on the coast. I am thinking through the homosexual underground. That's the only help I had, was I was like, I really want to be gay. So I went out of my way to figure out how to be gay. And here's my journal so that you can catch up. This is what I have to do. So I like knocked everything out of the park on day 3 that I have to do. Yes, I'm working really hard to be a feminist. I've gotten, like, as you can see, I'm 14 communist. I got advice to try to be a superstar cop, but I just can't, I guess. I'm just so communist. These are the things I haven't done. And I view some of these as optional. Like, I'm really playing that Harry is recovering, so there's no need for him to sing karaoke. I already punched Measurehead in the face and roundhouse kicked him, so I do not need to think about this. Kuno is a piece of shit. I'm trying to do everything I can to not get these signatures, including leveling my skills to be able to pass the check for that. Measurehead's the best! I made, like, this game gave me such a tiny bit of brain rot that I ended up making some, phrenology joke in a different stream, and everyone was like, stop playing disco, and I was like, ah, you're right. Fuck you, Measurehead. I haven't sent the victim's body to processing because I want to also pass that check. And then now I'm talking to Klasia. I know. If only they were 70s. If only. So this is, like... I have gotten myself into... I was almost in a soft lock because I didn't have the... I did have to look up Thomas Hardy because I was almost in a soft lock. The Washington State Board of Health is warning World Cup visitors about the weed potency. I love that. Yeah, our weed's pretty intense. I did have to look up and I was planning to scum proving my authority to Thomas Hardy, but I managed to push my authority to 5 and just narrowly eke that. Getting the die really helped too. Okay, I think this is Classia's door though. No, that's Kim's door. This is Classia's door.
The door is closed.
Knock!
Who is it?
Someone's voice answers muffled by the door.
This is the police. Can we come in?
Oh, as a aside to anyone new, I say this every time I stream Disco, I did not purchase the final cut in a way that the thieves got money. I have acquired this in such a way that they were not benefited. Yeah, we are really, really good at getting people high out here. Partially because it's legal, but partially because botany, botany is pretty much strongest in France and United States, China. My third degree is botany. And in America, botany and horticulture has been propelled by weed growers. And so they are the cutting edge of a lot of horticulture and botanical science. They are the ones who figured out aquaponics. And so yes, Washington like the state. I'm in Oregon, so I'm right below them.
Come on up. The door is open. I'm drying my hair.
Sounds like it's coming from upstairs somewhere. You could snoop around before going up.
There's an upstairs to this? Ma'am, your room's dope. We're snooping up for sure. Looks like she's had an extended stay. Pile of dirty clothes. No, this door. You see the yard below, the corpse is no longer there. Yes, because we made Measurehead do it. Wait. Purple! This room has sad all over it. It reminds you of your own. I thought it was cute. Okay. I actually play this with a combination of mouse and controller. You feel someone watching you behind the glass door, a woman. Yes. This bed has been hastily made. Can I?
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass in an untarnished golden halo.
Run your finger across the surface of the glass, like an asshole.
Smooth as ice. There are spots of mud and rain on the outside, even smudges. But the surface of the window is clear from the inside. No chips, no hairline fractures. Following your lead, the lieutenant leans in closer to inspect the surface.
Yeah. This window was recently replaced.
Looks like it, yes.
He adjusts his glasses.
You know which window has not been recently replaced?
Didn't we establish that someone else did that?
I think it was established that you did it. Anyway.
Excuse me, Inland Empire, you are supposed to be on my side. You are the nut job part. You are supposed to believe in my delusions.
Stop distracting him! He has work to do! Plus, if I recall, the window has been giving him shit ever since he got here!
I don't want to agree with the necktie. I need to never, ever agree with the necktie again. Run your finger across the surface of the glass.
Smooth as ice. There are spots of mud and rain on the outside, even smudges. But the surface of the window is clear from the inside. No chips, no hairline fractures. Following your lead, the lieutenant...
Okay, we already did that. Let me out? Cold coffee and an ashtray that looks like a hedgehog. My kind of lady. Smell of cigarette and smoke in the air. Astra menthol. God forbid a necktie suggests autoerotic asphyxiation a couple of times. Okay, so Snow, I tend to quote people who delight me. Is it okay if I quote you? Like this. I can delete this if you don't like it, but you'll see. We're almost at 400, guys! Yeah. So, like, if I hear Victor laugh while I'm streaming, Victor is Nesquik and he is my roommate, and best friend and etc. And so if you see Victor will appear on stream sometimes, but if I hear Victor laugh while I'm streaming, I'll often quote myself. Or if somebody quotes me in chat, I'll quote myself, but otherwise I'm usually quoting chat for being hilarious. Memories! Look, a handful of dried white wildflowers. So stream elements, I started with them, then switched to OBS. They are some weird extra bullshit. It'll duplicate everything.
Just as you look at the flowers, a gust of wind raises them from the roof, picking them up in the air.
Move your hand! Fast!
You
Yes!
catch a single white flower between your fingers. The rest fly off into the wind. It's a Maybell.
Oh, great.
The young woman looks at the Maybell in your hand. Just a glance. Then takes a drag of her cigarette. The lieutenant
Now
gives
displaying
you
a message
an
for YouTube.
acknowledging little nod.
I did it.
The same small, heavy door. No lock in sight.
Where does
I
this
don't
lead
know,
to?
Lieutenant Yefreiter.
Oh, okay, Kim.
It is not the first closed door we found in this building. There is also your mysterious blue kitchen door.
Do you think it's
I
important?
don't know. The further we get, the more this building seems to be tied to the case.
Below, the hostel cafeteria creaks and groans under your added weight. A skeleton of composite support beams and cantilevers.
Tap
A
on the
dull
roof with your
thump.
foot.
Somewhere inside, a wind brace rattles from the imperceptible motion of the building.
The vigilantes, the cadaver, and a number of people connected to the case are in or around this building. This door is part of it. It's not unimportant.
It's barred from the inside. You hear the bar rattle in the brackets. Sounds like it's heavy, too. Very
Okay.
sturdy.
We're not gonna kick the door yet. Especially not, like, right in front of Glacia.
Welcome to the roof.
The young woman has a cigarette in one hand and a cup of coffee in the other. Oh, also, my stats for you, Snow. I was told that this is a ludicrous amount of Inland Empire. So then I leaned into it, because that's who I am.
Her hair is still slick from the shower. Below her silvery jumpsuit, an athletic young body, built long and lean.
Right? I was like, alright, this is my Inland Empire run then.
I'm sorry for the mess down there. The cleaning lady hasn't come by in days. I'm beginning to wonder if she ever will.
Is there a cleaning lady? I think I need one.
Oh, yes. Legends of room number 1 have made their way around the building. They say a portal to hell has opened in there.
Disco Infernum.
They also say that's why the cleaning lady quit. Because of the infernum.
She nods approvingly.
I am Kim Kitsuragi. I am a detective from Precinct 57. I see you've already met my colleague.
The lieutenant steps in. Kim!
Have I ever? Have you grown accustomed to your role as a police officer?
She turns to you.
Oh yeah, feel the power.
I have very little idea of what I'm doing.
You're doing just fine. After all, your path has led you back to me.
Miss, we are investigating the murder of the man down there.
He looks
The
down at
people
the
who
yard.
put him there have asked us to talk to you.
Oh, I see.
She takes a pensive drag of her menthol cigarette.
Be careful. Ask something else first. When you go there, use words like, I hear you have been through something difficult.
Thank you, game, for making this a check that everyone will pass. As a rape survivor, I feel very strongly about how you're handling this, and it is a positive feeling. What is this wildflower? Show her the
She
flower.
looks at the dried petals in your palm, then lightly touches one with her fingernail. Chipped white polish covers the nail. It's long and sharp, like a mini dagger. The petal crumbles on contact.
Pretty. Looks like a dried maybell. Is that the one you caught? Sambo style?
What's Sambo?
A martial art, sir. Is
She
that
raises
it?
an eyebrow.
Samurai boxing, or sambo, graceful martial arts stuff. Sambo style implies stealth and cool.
I'm cool. Yeah. Do you know why it was there?
Why was there a flower on the roof? I don't know, officer. Because of the wind?
Or an admirer?
Any admirers, miss? No, that's not tasteful to do right now. Say
She
nothing.
watches you pocket the petals, then closes her eyes as she breathes in the cigarette fumes.
They tell us you've been through something difficult.
Something difficult?
She raises her eyebrows.
I've been through at least half a dozen difficult things. Which one do you mean?
Were you sexually assaulted, miss?
By sexually assaulted, you mean raped?
Yeah! Yeah! Don't use euphemisms! This shit happens! She takes a quick drag, unperturbed.
Yes.
It's a bit early in the morning for raped, isn't it?
It's always too early.
She sounds positively buoyant, vivacious, totally unbothered.
Actually, it's already afternoon.
Is it?
Squinting, she takes a look around. The spring sun is high in the sky. People pass below.
It is afternoon. Time flies, man.
She looks into her coffee cup. So were you?
Yeah. I'm gonna go with not raped. I don't want to say that shit about him.
She draws out the word.
By him, she must mean the victim.
Tell them it's not my style. They'll have to, if they want to jazz up the charges, they'll have to get someone more, rapeable.
She searches for the word, then shrugs.
Are you saying that you were asked to tell us you were assaulted?
Not explicitly, but I understood what they meant. It wouldn't hurt to spice things up a bit. Some assault and battery. Sexual assault, maybe. It was clear the latter would be spicier.
What did happen between you and the victim?
We partied.
The kind of partying? The kind I do?
With all due respect, sir, I think we partied a little harder than that.
Harder than this? I didn't know it was physically possible.
Oh, it is. You're still alive.
She takes a long drag.
What did you do when you partied?
We drank, sir. A lot. For weeks, basically. We had that effect on each other. We made each other drink harder. That's why I liked him.
She takes a sip of her coffee.
What else?
Stimulants. Speed also has that effect, making you drink harder. And then drinking harder makes you do more speed. It's quite the combination. We also had sex.
More feelings involved?
A little. The drugs were good enough, and we did enough of them.
How did you two meet?
The lieutenant's voice is quiet, calm. Placia, you're like my hero.
Downstairs, at the bar. He was on some sort of assignment, a military man, as you probably know. Had a cool, scary scar.
1-inch heel? Y'all, that's not that big. You're trying to be dramatic.
She appears aloof, but that scar part, the scary, is stressed and drawn out. What's that about? Apprehension? With longing. She misses him.
Boogers.
When was this?
A month ago? Something like that.
What can you tell me about him? Name, eyes, age? Lassie is such a complex character. I love her also. Yeah, I love everybody in this game. I was really expecting, even Measurehead, as much as I fucking hate him, I love how he was written. Like, it is so... This game is so good at communicating what it wants you to feel. Like, we're still horrified about sexual assault, even if she's saying she wasn't, right? We're still like, rape sucks. Oh, you mean Madam Churchill? I actually kind of like Joyce. It might just be sort of a gendered perspective idea, but if I'm that rough when I'm an old lady, I'd be kind of proud of myself. Though I do think she's, you know, a problem boomer. You can tell me about him, name, eyes, age.
I'm sorry, I can't do it. Not right now. Later, maybe. I keep seeing him. Like he is now. I can't talk about his... I don't know. Hair.
You need to tell me his name, lady. I'm sorry, I can't do it. She puffs on her cigarette. Not right now. like, I need his name.
I know it's difficult, miss. We can return to it later.
It must have been hard for you, seeing him there.
Oh, yes. I've had a great view. From the roof, out of the bathroom window, in my dreams.
A bitter cringe. It hurts. You look to the lieutenant. He takes a small step closer.
You called us, the ELYSIUM.
Yes.
Jackpot.
The call reporting the hanging? That was you?
I made it. And I would
Nuts.
appreciate it if you didn't tell everyone. In Martinez, they call it snitching.
Reporting crimes is confidential in Revachol, miss.
Before we go on, if it's snitching, then why do it?
Because I couldn't handle it anymore. None of these people called. He just kept hanging there. Then they started stripping him.
She takes a drag, her voice thick with disgust. Wow. The caller's voice was disguised.
I didn't exactly disguise it. I just muffled the mic and nicked the landline a little.
Nicked it? How?
With nail clippers. And I diverted some radio fuzz into it. Into the cold wire.
You're a fucking genius.
So, she's God's mystery phone cutter.
And in the process, you broke the landline downstairs.
Did I? Fuck. I didn't mean to. I had no idea what I was doing.
She looks into her coffee. Why go through all the trouble?
I don't know, sir. It was stupid. I was drunk, too. I was probably afraid the union was listening in. Locals say they have ears in the wires.
I'm not surprised, having met Everard.
Thank you for making the call, miss. It was the right thing to do.
I didn't want to, sir. But if I hadn't, he'd still be hanging there.
How do the Hardy Boys know you?
They're frequent guests. Downstairs, they have a booth for union members. They're probably down there now.
And how did you meet?
Over drinks. It's been a long, boring winter.
Did you party?
A little, yeah.
Like you partied with the deceased?
No, not as hard.
I'm sorry to have to ask this, but have you had a physical relationship with any of the Hardy Boys?
I have.
Which one?
Which ones, sir? I don't remember precisely. Titus, obviously. But as I said, it's been a long winter.
Girl, I feel you. I have had that period in life. Well, I remember who I fucked, but it was still pretty open season.
Could that have been part of the reason they hanged him?
I think Classia would handle this question. Could that be why they lynched him? Jealousy?
I hope not.
A pause.
Actually, I know that's not the reason. I'm careful about that kind of thing. Not crossing the wires, you know? But that's probably where they got the rape idea.
What do you mean?
Men like that? I don't know.
Another pause.
It's the way their imaginations work. I suspect it's what they'd like to do to me.
Ew. You're right. Ew.
She changes balance from one foot to another, crossing her legs.
Yeah. Why is this question here? Titus asks you to spice things up for us.
Pretty much.
She cradles her coffee cup in both hands.
Warming them.
Are you... I feel like I should ask it, though. Are you sure?
I'm 89% sure.
Does that mean you're 11% not sure?
You know how it is.
Do you?
How is it, then?
Maybe you don't know.
The ash lands on her jumpsuit. She brushes it off.
There are numerous cigarette burns on those silvery scales. Easy to see now that you're closer.
In conclusion, officer, I'm gonna go with a mild to medium not raped here.
Sounds like something happened and you... Well, what she's trying to say is that if you're drunk, you can't really consent. But obviously Harry doesn't understand this. Sounds like something happened and you don't want to acknowledge
Let me
it.
make this 100% clear then, officer.
She tilts her
I
head.
was not sexually assaulted. Would I be as flippant if I had been?
You get the feeling she might be.
What did they hang him for, if not rape?
He had something to do with the strike. One has been roiling since I got here. Rotten timing. But you probably know all about it.
And his role in this strike was what?
I think he was in a security detail. He was ex-military, worked for Wild Pines, and against the Union. We didn't discuss work much, if you know what I mean. But I understood it was dangerous.
And they lynched him for it?
She nods.
Thank you for telling us all of this, miss.
She breathes a silvery sigh of relief and weariness. The air on the roof feels humid.
Should we head by downstairs, officer? We may have things to discuss there.
Yeah, we gotta talk. Posse told you she can't talk about Mao, but you need specifics. Ask a little later when she's collected herself. Yeah, it's time to go yell at the Hardy Boys, y'all.
As he says so, you feel the young woman looking at you and get a feeling you can't quite put your finger on. A suspicion?
I had something else before we go. A little thing.
She nods. Silvery cigarette fumes disappear into her mouth.
What is your name, miss, for the record?
Clasier Amandou.
And where are you from?
Vredefort, Republic of Oranje.
What is Oranje?
I'm
Oop,
28.
hit the wrong button. Oh, you're 28. She takes a drag. What is
A
Oranje?
bad memory, officer.
Understood, miss.
It's the past. People can't go back to the past.
She takes a sip of her coffee. What do you do, miss? What is your specialization?
Something stupid.
Wanna hear what's stupid? Somewhere in a one-room apartment on Boogie Street, a young man shows Patrol Officer Tilbrook his genital warts, asking if they're cancer. His partner, Emil Mullins, can't be there. He's in another apartment with another man who's showing him a dead dog under the radiator. It's dead, Mullins says. No, the man replies. I touched him. He's warm.
Oh, God.
He's warm, Mullins replies, because he's under the radiator.
What's that?
Oranese lit.
Oranese lit.
Oranese literature. It's what I studied at the university.
She raises both eyebrows. What is Oranese literature about? Oranese things, but I'm still going to
Fear
say
of
it.
failure, fear of death, how it sucks to be Oranese. All national literatures are. Only the name of the nation changes.
If that's true, then Revacholian lit would fit you like a glove.
What do you do with it?
Nothing. I do nothing with it.
How do you make money then? Money is very important. I have 2 rules for this playthrough. Rule 1 is that I always tell people what's wrong with me. Rule 2 is that I always ask for money or talk about money.
Cool. I've made more money by just being than I have with Ranizlet.
She looks at the black note in your hand. Being what?
Many things. A roller skating instructor, a secretary, Miss Oranje 37.
She smiles.
It's the world's most tired smile.
Yeah.
Miss
That was it.
Aranye, now there is something you should linger on.
Wouldn't it be inappropriate to linger?
All things considered, very. Now linger.
What is Miss Oranje 37?
It's a beauty pageant held in the year of our century 37 in Oranje.
She was 14 at the time.
You were 14?
Indeed.
Her voice is indifferent to the number.
I disapprove of this custom.
It was okay.
She shrugs.
And it was called Miss Teen Oranje 37, actually. You'll be glad to hear the pageant was discontinued.
Could we take a look at your passport, please?
I'm afraid you can't, officer.
Why is that?
Because it's buried in a sealed plastic bag at an undisclosed location on the coast, along with cash and airline tickets.
Thank you for your candor. Why?
They say so in your tourist brochure. Keep travel documents away from your person when west of the river.
How do I know you told us your real name?
If I were to lie to you, I would come up with a more mainstream name than Clausia Mondu. It's a weird name.
Well, okay then.
Okie dokie.
She pours herself some more coffee.
If any of this made her nervous, it certainly doesn't show in her expression or her movements.
Thank you. That's it, for the record.
The record. So official.
Nice room you've got here.
Yeah. It's pretty deluxe.
No one likes to talk about their dirty laundry and their empty bottles. Maybe if you phrase it emotionally.
Hate to say it, but you've got sad all over the place.
Yeah. I've contaminated it pretty bad.
She draws out the vow. They also used a vocal fry. They encouraged her to do that, which is very smart. Vocal fry in 2014, 2015, something like was used a lot when being sincere, but also trying to be, but also trying to indicate that you should laugh at it. Some sort of self-deprecating. Is that why you're out here?
The contamination spreads from room to room. First, I escaped upstairs. The sad got that too. Then I found the handle for the summer door.
What exactly is the nature of this contamination?
For me, it's a mix of me with a lack of cleaning services. How about you? Talk around the establishment is, you have an industrial sad spill in there.
She taps the roof with her heel.
Somewhere below, military-grade sand is dripping off the walls. You should say the first thing. It's honest. It will lead to introspection.
Something is bad, point to your head, in my head, in the past.
That's where it always comes from, isn't it? From the head and from the past.
It's a feeling white and filled with doom, gaseous, invisible, deadly. It's everywhere.
Sounds like an advanced form of what I've got. With a bit of old love sprinkled on top.
Probably, yeah.
Love is terror.
She breathes in a large billow of menthol-infused smoke, savors it, then lets it out slowly. I'm gonna write that shit down.
Sheer terror, panic, and screaming.
Where does that door lead to? Point to the door on the roof.
You tell me, officer. I've been trying to open it, in case the contamination gets to the roof and I have to move on. No luck.
That window is new.
It is.
She moves slightly to your left to check her reflection in it.
The lieutenant makes a note in his notebook. He finds the answer unsatisfying.
What are you doing here, in the whirling in rags?
I'm wintering.
How long have you been staying here?
About 4 months. I came in November.
Why here?
Here in the Whirling, here in Martinez, or here in Revachol?
You're in Revachol.
I always wanted to see the only city in the world in the worst time of the year. It's a tourist thing.
Okay, let's start
I'm
this again.
wintering.
How long have you...
About 4 months. Here in the Whirling, here in Martinez, or here in Revachol?
Here in Martinez.
I heard this is where the washed-up disco has-beens go.
You're too young to call yourself a disco has-been.
I'm really not.
And
I'm
then,
wintering.
How long have you been staying here?
About 4 months. Here in the Whirling, here in because it's the funkiest building in Martinez. And because all the other buildings are bombed to hell.
okay, I have other questions for you.
Okay.
She takes a pensive drag of her cigarette.
Watching herself reflected in the bedroom window, tall and sparkling and draped in smoke.
Oh. Look her in the eye.
She looks back. Time moves slowly. The triangles of her face rearranging into a weary smile. Don't worry. We will protect you from her beauty. We will consult you through the reefs and sounds of her persona. You are advised. There are muscles on long white bones that line her limbs, just below the silver jumpsuit.
What is happening?
Nothing. Just time passing. Don't worry. You are not a fool. Anything out of the ordinary and you would be notified. Air moves in your windpipe. Your heart beats. You're a detective. Get back to detecting.
Am I being beguiled?
She presses her elbows against her waist and slowly turns her head. Her hair brushes her shoulders, making a small hissing sound, almost imperceptible.
Avert your
The
eyes.
strange moment ends. It was brief, no longer than 2.2 seconds.
I noticed your room is close to mine. I have a personal question.
Yes. You're just 1 room away. Very personal.
She pours herself more coffee. Were you in Sunday night? I need to know what I did before I lost my memory. What a strange check. I wonder what's up with it. Yeah, I'm gonna come back for that shit.
You do not need to know that. What you need is to ask normal police questions. Like,
He waits for you to finish the sentence. Kim! Don't you, no. I want to know about it. Kim.
Get a grip, he thinks. At least do your personal stuff when I'm not here.
Whatever, Kim. You know you're fascinated. Need to talk about your room again.
Yeah?
Nope.
All right. Not my favorite topic.
Nope.
How about we, change the subject to something more lighthearted now?
Let's return to this later.
Why not? I'll be here until 11 p.m., drinking coffee, most likely.
So we'll come back at 8. And we're gonna ask you for his fucking name. Yeah, Kim. Yeah, I get I can talk to you. I'm salty. No. I would like to go downstairs, please. I do have to get in the habit of saving before checks. Or conversations.
looks like we have more to discuss with those so-called Hardy boys. Half their reasoning just went out the window.
You think this will make them cooperate?
Nothing will make them respect the RCM, but it will disrupt the game they prepared for us. We just stripped off one layer of whatever it is. Her decision to not corroborate their story was definitely not part of the plan.
Why did she tell us all of that?
What else could she have done? Lie? She saw there was no way to lie and get away with it.
I'm not sure she had to lie. I wouldn't have known.
If not you, then me. It was a smart move from her.
Something is off here.
You think so?
A shadow runs across
She
his
seems
face.
forthcoming. Unusually so. Being forthcoming about some things is a good way to obscure other things. The best liars are always forthcoming. Anyway, we should move. I suspect our investigation will bring us back here soon enough.
Yep. Bingo! That's what I was thinking about, Kim. I'm a really honest person, but when I decide to lie, chat, I'm fucking good at it. And it's because I'm fucking honest.
It's you again. What is it?
Vasya says she wasn't raped.
Fuck! I knew that fucking whore couldn't be trusted.
Ooh! Are you the rapist? You raped her!
You've hit a nerve. Titus is furious. No, more than that. The loyal Titus feels betrayed.
For the record, Titus Hardy did not explicitly specify the victim as a whore, nor did he say anything about trusting her.
Okay, Elizabeth.
Oh, shut up and stay out of this, Liz.
He turns back to you.
He raped her. He was out of his fucking mind. You have no idea.
She's just in denial, asshole. You don't understand the traumatic experience. She's shutting down. And she doesn't fucking trust you.
I'm sorry? Sexist much?
Yeah, she's crazy, you know. A crazy bitch. You know the type. She's fucked up.
Cut the bullshit. She told me the truth.
Lawman, I'm at the end of my goddamn rope with you. I fucking told you not to push her.
I didn't do shit, motherfucker.
His hands become fists.
And you went and pushed her. I am gonna fucking...
Something breaks in him. He takes a step closer and says, "Oh shit! I didn't like your voice actor at first, but now I really like your voice actor."
Hit you. Duck.
Titus Hardy.
Her voice rings through the room like a warning shot.
Success. Titus backs off. Fists down, everybody. Goddamn, no one tells you to put your fists down.
Everard personally sent me to take care of this. If this goes south, we'll all be in the shit. But you, Titus Hardy, are going to be buried. Am I understood?
Oh.
The
Shit's
room
getting
is
real.
so quiet you could hear a pin drop. The rest of the cafeteria has gone quiet, too. Someone has to rush in to break the tension. The second in command.
Look, Copper. We know that that fuck was a rapist and a killer. We got him confessing to it on tape.
The tattooed man snaps his fingers to get your attention.
Show it to him, T.
He turns to Titus.
What's the
still breathing
harm, right?
heavily.
Here, jerkwad. Listen to this shit. And then come back and tell me the soldier of the apocalypse was an innocent man.
Where did you get this tape?
You think we go into this shit deaf and dumb? You RCM aren't the only ones who know how to bug people. There's no university degree for that.
So you've bugged them? How?
We have machines.
He nods.
We're in logistics. How do you think a harbor works? It's advanced stuff.
It's true. We do often underestimate blue-collar workers.
Understood? You've listened in on their communications. How long?
He takes a little note.
Since way before their chief started taking swing lessons.
Things got nice and quiet after that.
Which one of you is doing this advanced radio work then?
It's not advanced. You just hold up in a coop all day, writing down what they say. It gets hot as hell in there.
The heavy man wheezes.
Don't put yourself down, Angus. It's important work.
CIA does classes, pretty sure. Actually, they do, yeah. The chief picks his beer back up to offer a silent toast.
Yeah, man. You're like a radio genius or something. Those notes are some in-depth stuff. Indexes and shit.
Dope. Way to go, Angus. Why should I care about the tape? You lied to me.
You don't care about evidence. The fuck are you a cop for, then?
His eye twitches.
Pigs, T. They don't care about getting the truth. They care about getting convictions. They are fucking keeping a score on their bulletin boards.
I won't be on your bulletin board. If you don't listen to the tape, we got nothing to talk about.
So what's on this tape?
What's on it? We call it the door gun a mega mix. You'll know why. Won't you listen to it?
Where can I listen to it?
I'm sure we can find a tape player.
The lieutenant whispers.
Where can I listen to this? Why don't you try shoving it up your ass, genius?
Yeah, play it with your ass, cocksucker.
His voice echoes like a thunder in the small room.
I'm sure we can find a tape player. It's not a problem.
He repeats in a calmly hushed voice. That's enough for now. I'll get back to the investigation.
Don't forget your tape, lawman. Compliments of Titus Hardy.
Take the tape. Fine, I'll listen to it.
You do that. Oh, and keep it. Maybe you'll need a reminder of human ugliness someday.
For that, I'll just keep a picture
Now
of your
displaying a
face
message for YouTube.
in my memory. Screenshots. Ugliness squared. I want to talk about the hanging again.
Again. Just get the dead guy's autograph, since you're his biggest fan.
No more
Good
questions.
one, Titus.
About fucking time.
Me and Everett talked. He promised to cooperate.
Oh, so you went and talked to my mommy, and now she's making me play with you. Is that it, lawman?
He spits.
And what's gonna happen if we don't? You're gonna go and tell on us?
Very mature, guys. Ever sent word, right?
Yeah, I heard him. The fuck do you think I'm doing here? You'd have your ass handed to you if it wasn't for the boss man's word. Let me state this very clearly, capo.
He clears his throat and declares.
Hello, officer. I'm Titus Hardy, and these are my boys. Hardy boys. How may we assist you?
Will somebody look up Titus Hardy's voice actor?
Explosive laughter follows. To his men, Titus Hardy is a golden god. They want to laugh at his jokes even before they leave his lips. This guy is a born leader.
A few more things about the tape before I go listen.
Yeah? What about you
I'll go
do
listen to
that?
it. I'm gonna take off. Okay. Okele dokele. Wait, what is that A up there? Money! That's money! And now I get to keep all my money, because I have a free house. How can a bar be out of vermouth? Exactly. Vermouth is the shit. How is it out of it? No one knows. Looks like they're not making real Wait a second. You guys are RCM.
The woman in an RCM patrol officer's uniform winces as she notices you.
I would really prefer not to talk to you right now.
Alice?
As Lieutenant Kitsuragi explained, a patrol officer is the lowest rank in the RCM, below lieutenant and sergeant.
Is everything all right? Why don't you want to talk to me?
I don't know. I mean, why would I want to talk to you?
God, I don't know why. I'm just trying to do my best.
But you're not trying your best, are you?
He says with a flash of anger. Oh, okay.
Calm down.
She says to the man, then turns to you.
Something changes in her. It's pity. Pity comes over her.
Original Matt Christman, the final cut, Mac McGuire. Mac McGuire. Mac McGuire. What else has Mac McGuire done?
Okay, fine. Let's talk. What did you want?
You have a blue uniform and mine is black. What does this mean?
It means I'm a patrol officer, sir.
She seems confused for a moment. So what precinct are you from?
What precinct?
She just sighs.
Am I from? God, he doesn't know.
Fucking deranged lunatic.
The sunglass-wearing man pushes through his teeth. You're the police, right? Cool, so am I.
I don't know what to say.
She looks around.
Don't say anything, Judith.
What, is he police?
Me? No. I'm just a man with sunglasses. I like wearing sunglasses inside. Sunglasses and a fucking wig.
What are you, the police, doing here?
I'm just looking out for...
You?
No one. I'm just a man with sunglasses. And you are?
A policewoman?
Yes.
Her voice
A
is quiet.
policewoman who just wants to do her job. That's all.
She says quietly and looks away.
Something about the man with sunglasses and you. The energy between you two is making her uncomfortable.
Okay. Goodbye.
You look like shit.
Your ruffled face reflects in the man's sunglasses.
And I don't mean that as a metaphor.
The last couple of days have been rough.
Oh, don't be so modest. We're looking at several months worth of damage here. Kind of a miracle you're still up and at it, to be honest.
Huh. So literally, this is the video game he's done. Interesting.
Oh, come on, Jean. It looks like it's been a rough week on him.
The woman next to him sighs.
It's not just this week.
He
What
scans
you want?
from head to toe.
There's something about this guy that matches with a face in your head. A similar but different face. The suit, the sunglasses, the haircut. He's famous. That's how you know his face. You know what it is. It's like the two of you know each other. Just ask him.
Tell me the truth. Do you know me from somewhere?
Oh, I definitely know you from somewhere.
Another life.
From where? From another life?
Yes, from another life. A different life. Maybe the life of a police officer belonging to the ranks of the...
He pauses.
To what station do you think you would belong in this alternate and totally fictional reality?
Kim's 57th and I'm 41st, correct? Or is Kim 41st and I'm 57th? Okay, 41st.
Okay. That's plausible. That's entirely plausible. Now we're really getting somewhere.
He gives you a long, meaningful look and adds,
Somewhere good.
let's talk more about that hypothetical Station 41 you mentioned.
Okay.
Oh, the hypothetical 4-1. Yeah, let's fantasize about that. He blinks aggressively. I'm not busy, and you're not busy. Let's just play around. So what would our relationship be in this alternate universe?
Let's be crazy. Let's say you and I are partners. How's that for a thought experiment?
You seem like a cool guy. I'd love to have you as my partner.
Would you now, or would I be cramping your style?
The man bites
Never
his
mind.
lip, then waves his hand.
Partner.
No, you wouldn't cramp my style at all.
Okay. How about you stop wasting my time and get on with whatever you were doing then?
Do you have a crime to solve?
Oh, no. You see, I enjoy watching other better cops solve crimes. And let me tell you, it's been quite a privilege seeing you work.
This isn't helping.
She says, shaking her head and looking at the man with sunglasses disapprovingly. Who else is in our imaginary police station?
You're not going to believe this, but police officers.
The man pauses for dramatic effect.
Yes, sir. Solving crimes, locking up bad guys, and get this, and not getting that drink on at 2 o'clock. Just some regular boring motherfuckers in suits and uniforms. Nothing spectacularly extravagant like you, the far-out son of Lung.
Who is the far-out son of Lung?
Oh, it's you eccentric genius.
He winks at you
with
sarcastically.
your unorthodox approach to police work, it has to be you.
Want to tell me more about him? Or her?
Not even a little bit.
It's an urban myth about
The
an
lieutenant
officer
says
who is so
quietly.
far undercover he can't remember who he is. As I say, it's just an urban myth. You are not the son of Lang.
He's trying to protect you from further rough handling, dished out by this sunglassed man.
Okay, I
Let's
want
be
to see
crazy.
what happens.
Let's say you and I are partners. How's that for a thought experiment?
Kim's cooler than you.
I'm sure he's fucking flattered, but Kim is not part of this thought experiment. In this one, we're partners.
The lieutenant is silent.
You seem like a bit of a drag. No offense, but I could do better.
None taken, my friend. None taken.
He waves his hands.
Let's be honest. There's been some purely fictional talk in our imaginary station in regards of who'd even be worthy of your partnership. And the conclusion is that a man with your caliber should form his own one-man policing unit.
He nods
Anyone
eagerly
else
along.
would just slow you down.
I can't imagine it anymore.
Neither can I, partner. Neither can I.
His gray eyes suddenly flash above the glass frames. They feel sad.
It's a mere second. but it feels like you saw something. A gram of compassion in that sadness.
Kim, who is this guy?
I'm not getting involved in this.
Whatever, Kim.
It's not my style, he thinks, glancing at the man in sunglasses and the woman beside him. Oh boy, they're mad at him. No wonder. He just doesn't recognize them.
Are you famous or something?
Not as famous as you, superstar.
Wait, I'm famous?
Oh yes, big time. Who hasn't
doesn't
heard of the
possess
far out son of liver failure?
Hold on, who's son of liver failure?
Far out son of liver failure. The super cop who voluntarily enters an alcohol-induced delirium to solve crimes.
The woman has a slight smirk on her face. She's trying to keep a straight face.
I knew it, Kim. I knew I was a superstar.
I fear you're misinterpreting this situation.
Lieutenant lowers his voice.
Talk to me, superstar. What do you want?
Can I, do this right now? No, I have to do it after this conversation. Got some questions for you. I'm a cop.
About what? You don't look like a cop. You know what you look like?
Like a sack of shit?
Exactly.
The man nods excitedly in approval.
He didn't answer your question.
Now will you answer some questions for me?
No.
Don't you have to?
No, he doesn't.
If I wasn't clinically depressed, I'd burst out laughing.
He doesn't
but I'm
look
gonna
amused.
go with no right now.
If you don't want to answer questions, maybe you want to hear me say things?
Actually, I don't want to hear you say things.
If I had €1 for every time I missed a train because a cop really needed to see my ID, I probably wouldn't be a communist. That's fair.
Come on, Jean.
Okay, say things. I want to hear you say things.
Hear that? He wants you to say things. Say one. Suddenly, out of nowhere, case-related things start popping up in your head.
Okay, I'm doing this investigation. A man is hanged.
So, do you know who hanged him?
Not yet.
Yeah, I can see that.
Hey, why am I even telling you
I
this?
don't know. Why are you?
He gives you an
Who
odd look.
knows why we do the things we do? Somehow, bouncing those ideas off the man with sunglasses felt calming, like you've done it before.
Oh my god, there's more. You want something more? What is it?
Let's talk about the hangman
Okay,
again.
what?
Nope.
So, do you know who? Yeah, I don't know. Oh my god, there's more. Watch out for yourself, loser.
That voice, so very familiar. Did you hear it when calling to your station and reporting your badge missing?
Wait, your voice. I recognize it.
Oh really? I wonder where.
I lost my badge recently. When I called in to report it missing, you were there.
That's the where you remember me from?
I have a bit of memory trouble.
You don't say.
He turns away from
Goodbye
you.
then. The voice thing was a coincidence. Run along, asshole.
Okay, the man with the sunglasses and his hypothetical Station 41. Weird, right?
I know, super weird.
There's something missing here. Something you can't put our finger on. You know what? Just ask him. I know it sounds crazy, and you'll probably get laughed at. But still.
I was thinking the same thing. I should just ask him if we're from the same station.
Yes, just cross it off the list. It's probably not true, though.
It's so hella true. But first.
Homosexual underground.
This is a very interesting illustration
Maybe
for this.
you should stop obsessing about your own and other people's sexuality. Feels like it's about time to do that. You thought about this for 8 hours? Not only should you stop, you should tell Kim you've stopped obsessing about other people's sexuality too. I'm sure he'd appreciate it. Unless you already got him killed because you were obsessing about your sexuality. There's no way of telling from within your brain. But for your own sake, please say you didn't.
I did not. so let's just ask him.
Again? I can't believe this shit.
He shakes his head, looking like he really is having trouble believing this shit. Look, I just have to ask, are we from the same police station?
I'm going to say no. Just to see what you'll say to that. What'd you say?
Okay.
Okay?
Jean, he said okay. Give it a rest.
Okay, I was clearly wrong. He is a firefighter, male nurse, animal control agent, something of that kind, not a cop. Go on with your cop work. Don't let me stop you again.
Okay then. See you around. Do. All right, so I can interact with the tape.
You stare at the great door gunner. The tape feels ominous.
Okay, so we have a boombox over here. Here. No, that was the stairs. No. There. This feels right. You belong here. I do love, personally, I very much love karaoke. Okay, so they're not going to let me use this one. But maybe in my old room, I can use that one up there.
The compact tape player is still and silent. Seems it has completely broken down now.
This would have been very helpful with the Megamix, but it isn't anymore.
Yeah, any ideas?
My kinema only comes with radio.
He ponders.
Let's try to find a new tape player. Perhaps we should talk to Roy at the pawn shop. He has stuff.
He does have stuff, and I have stuff to sell him. Kim tries not to look at your broken down door. Words fail to describe how rank it smells in here. They should have sent a poet.
Kim also tries not to look at the pile of tape viscera on the carpet, or the weird suitcase on the hat rack, or the potted plant dying in the corner. But it's all just too morbid to ignore.
I'm sorry for this.
No problem, officer.
He takes a step toward the door, like he'd like to leave. Yeah, let's get out of here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I'm a fucking wreck. Okay. First off, let's report that I have my badge now.
You see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Pick up there.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Alice, this is Firewalker. Reconnect me to the 41st.
Right. Please hold.
10-4, come in. Firewalker, over.
I'm happy to report that I have found my badge, Jules.
10-4, sir. Glad to hear that. I'll write down that there is no need to issue a new one to you then. Over.
Feels good to get that off your chest, right? Celebration with beer?
That's all for now.
Roger that. 10-10, over and out.
Run your fingers over one of the steering
The
levers.
white suede feels luxurious under the touch, and the metal clutch handle so very familiar in your palm.
Tap on the fuel preheater
As you
gauge.
tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's in the large orange sector, indicating the engine is warm. Next to the gauge is a red switch labeled heat.
No, that's enough fun with the foldable headlights. I know they are mesmerizing. They're also fragile. I'm not going to turn it on for you again.
All right. Fine. Hey, Roy! Hey, Roy! Still high as balls? Because you should be, because trauma.
The boomboxes on the shelf look well-loved and well-traveled. Chipped, dented, they stare at you with the unblinking eyes of their tape reels.
Stand on the tips of your toes to see
One
more.
especially catches your eye. Deep gold and amber plastic with a big old handle on top. A classic boombox that says, Stereo 8 approved. This is you. Golden orange. a sunset suite.
I do love that color combo.
Just make sure it works before you buy it.
Shopkeep, the stereoid approved machine here.
Is the Harman Welsh W2. Made in Vespa. Designed in Seoul. Plays
says.
all reel-to-reel formats. 2mm, 8mm, 12mm. It's even got a little radio in there. It'll set you back 12 real.
Are you sure this is all in working order?
Absolutely. I've tested each one myself with recordings of speech. Found sounds and music from a variety of genres. Even though...
He grimaces.
I don't really like music.
Can I just play a tape on one of the boomboxes real quick?
Sorry, man. I can't be giving out freebies. Never have, won't now.
I want to buy
And
it.
here you are. Quality sound reproduction on the go. It'll play anything, wherever. Turn any tape into a conversation of sounds and shapes.
I like you so much. Oh wait, I should sell some stuff while I'm here.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
There's something I'd like to
Sure.
sell.
Let me have a look. Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Let's see. I do not want to sell that. Okay, I don't know if I actually need any of this.
Another time, perhaps.
Door Gunner Megamix. Classy. Yeah, we should, do this at the Whirlin' Rags. I said A. So that we can go right over to Classia afterwards. It's so nice to not have to give 20 real and reach. All right. I should make sure to have this here. No. Actually, what I should do, just in case there's an there actually probably will be an intelligence check here. I should smoke a cigarette. And I should make sure my clothes... Electrochemistry godass. Everybody needs good butt jeans, I'm just gonna be honest. Become an addict in a strange bathing robe. Logic, good with numbers. Balancing the books. Okay.
The porter reel is just what you needed. The reels attach to the apparatus with a satisfying click.
Cigarettes
the tape is rooted behind the magnetic reader.
Cigarettes are the only drug I'm using. Because I just think, like, well, one, I grew up with an alcoholic, and my dad really only made it out of alcoholism because he could use cigarettes. But two, I mean, he's back in it, but at the time. But two, I just can't imagine Harry not smoking. Even Kim smokes one a night. So it just seems like it's something very, very common in this universe. So I decided that cigarettes would be used.
You push, Commence, and the tape starts spinning. Violent static and machine sounds fill the air.
This isn't Revachol. This is a fucking village. I can almost see the elephants.
Another loud screech, some kind of machinery.
The harbor. That's the sound of a Kvalsund crane.
Lieutenant takes out his notebook.
When this shit is done, I'm gonna tear that place up. Soldier of the Apocalypse style. Kill shit. Dogs and chickens too. Gonna run a room, Cordy. A real nice room.
This part is unintelligible.
I don't give a shit. I'm fucking done. I'm done mentally. I'll fucking do them all in. Rape that disco cunt on the counter. You know, the dance a whore upstairs. Do it Kohoi style.
Have a good work day, Zim, and also Snow. You're fine. This is a place where that's not gonna be weird. I don't like this tape.
Never did get that taste out of my mouth.
A click, then silence. The rest of the tape is empty.
The lieutenant presses the button marked Arrête on your portereel. The tape stops spinning.
Who is this Cordy?
One of the other mercenaries, I think. The one he was talking to. A friend of his?
What was that at the very end? Silence?
End of recording.
What do you think?
It seemed authentic enough. Probably recorded off the shortwave, then edited to seem more incriminating. He sounded like he was on patrol around the harbor walls.
I agree. He also sounded inebriated.
Still.
The lieutenant looks at the tape. You're familiar with this now. It's his look of suspicion.
There's more going on here than we know.
What's Kohoi?
A village on the Samaran Isola, in South Safre.
Hi, miss!
Brad committed war crimes there, the kind of thing he talks about.
Hello! You think he was there?
Who knows? Maybe the tattoos would have an answer. We would need to know the story of this man's service.
Okay then. What now?
I think we've got a few more questions for class here, don't you?
He looks around.
This seems to contradict her testimony. At least to some degree.
As you take out the tape, the boombox tunes itself back to the cheery radio again, spewing out beats like it's a Friday night.
Yes? He just yelled at me. He came by and yelled. Does that mean pets? It seems like it means pets, my friend. Yum yum? Are you trying to guilt me into going outside? Go on. I'm streaming. You're not going outside with me. That's Boopy. Co-pilot Boopy. They go outside supervised. Yeah. So, I'm not going to be the one supervising him.
The contrast feels chilly. Inappropriate, even.
Okay, well, let's unequip that. So now... Probably... Composure. No, perception is really what we want here. Visual calculus. Yeah. Conceptualization. Oh, I'm already wearing it. Whatever. Logic. Or... nah, logic. Visual calculus, electrochemistry. No, the logic can stay. Inland Empire. Yeah. I did meet Mr. Price Stabilite. He gave me this incredibly tourist racist hat, and I don't like wearing it that often. But it does have something I want to use right now, stat-wise, so. I have completed the homosexual underground. Alright, Claudia. It's the afternoon. Have you become a lady? She's made around 4 months of payments for this room. This is like the weirdest Doctor Who cosplay ever. Like, something Matt Smith would wear in off-brand Davies episode.
Officer, what brings you up here in the rain?
Somebody laughed at it. I quote it. Oh, I got number 400. Hooray! Titus Harding gave us a recording where the deceit states his intention to commit rape.
She puts her coffee cup down with a soft ring as the porcelain meets the metal table. This does not surprise her.
Did he? I never said he was a good man, or that he had good intentions. Only that he was never back to me.
The care package is en route to your location.
A smile flits across his face. On this tape, he specifically identifies you as the target.
Where did they get this recording exactly?
It's intercepted radio chatter of the deceased, recorded via a de-encryption station. It's authentic enough.
Nice tea. Vic will redeem my care packages and then just bring me the stuff.
Does he say he's gonna do it Soldier of the Apocalypse? Yeah. That was practically his pickup line.
She picks the cup back up.
A memory surfaces in her tired neocortex. It's not entirely unpleasant.
Did he say whores a lot? Was he pretty much on the verge of doing it Kohoi style?
Kohoi was mentioned.
He wasn't
Seems someone is
actually
worried
there.
about your posture, ma'am.
He didn't do a tour, or at least didn't tell me he did. Would have been overkill anyway. He lived his own little Kohoi. It wasn't his everything.
Why say things like that? Machismo?
Yes, was he bragging?
All right. Thank you, Trixie. Thank you, Megan. Thank you, Vic. Let's get a stretch on. I do have a sandwich here, but I've already eaten on stream once. It's only been 2 hours, so we're gonna wait.
Oh no, I'm pretty sure he did all those things. Then integrated them into his idea of normalcy. To keep on living. Until they just sort of turn into his, what's the word I'm looking for?
She thinks.
She's quite observant about the human character. Trained to observe, even.
Now displaying a message for YouTube.
Persona?
Running joke. I was gonna say running joke. And it sounds like you didn't even get the good bits. Lely's punchlines got way, way funkier than that.
Lely.
He was like the Seminoles conflict, the Kohoi massacre, and the 36 famine in Yezud all rolled into one person, then cast in Orani ceramic armor, which he wore in bed and in the shower.
You like this kind of stuff?
We're all scraping up any happiness we can find, officer. Going around with our little scouring sticks. You, your first love, Mr. Kohoi here.
This is a very... Claudia has become even more complex to me, and I don't know how to feel about her. Bip-bop.
Did he tell you he had actually done any of those things? He and Martinez, I mean?
No. We were too busy laying waste to our own nervous systems to direct any of the fury outward. He seemed...
She thinks.
He seemed happy, I guess. At ease. As much as a man like him could be.
There is a small measure of pride in her that she could quell the rage in such a being. What kind of man was he? Before you go, ask for details. She seems okay to talk about it.
Thank you for clearing that up, miss. Whenever you're ready. I'm interested to hear what Titus Hardy has to say now.
She takes a very small sip of her coffee and smiles.
Now that you've had some time, can you tell us more about the victim?
Like, for example, his name?
Actually, officer, I didn't know his name. I just called him Lely.
Oh, God damn it, writers. This is becoming obvious that you're just sending me the runaround on this.
A nickname?
I guess. He came from Lelystad. It's short for that. And it was his army name, apparently. He said his real name wasn't his. I tried to pry it out of him, but it was no use.
Lelystad. That's a good start.
Lieutenant writes it down in his notebook.
We have a few questions you can help us with. A few things a field autopsy alone can't answer.
The young woman cranes her neck, trying to catch a glimpse of the page the lieutenant passed to you. On it is a list of autopsy observations, recorded neatly in blue ink. The last missing pieces of a puzzle of flesh.
Where is Lelystad? The place, I mean.
In Oranje, officer. It's, I think municipality is the term. A nowhere town there.
You were almost right, officer. That means his race was occidental, not mondial. I'll update the form.
The lieutenant shakes his head like you just missed a shot in darts. You were both from Oranje?
Yes. We were compatriots.
Did that bring you together?
No. He was too old for that. And from another part of Oranjenrijk. I didn't even understand his accent. What brought us together wasn't Oranje. It was bad habits.
I do love that they use Oranje for the Netherlands. I think it's just a nice touch.
Sex, alcohol, speed, probably also sildenafil.
How old was he, miss?
He was 42.
42? Are you sure? I would have had him above 50.
He had many scars that made him appear older. But no.
The memory makes her smile.
He even celebrated his birthday, like, some weeks ago. It was a funny 2 days. He had little reason to lie to me.
We were slightly off then. Thank you for clearing it up.
Lieutenant makes a correction in his notes.
A miss. The adversary one.
His eye color?
Blue. Light blue. They were like little blue galaxies, you know? It was strange, seeing those eyes in his fucked up face.
She stops, her eyes half closed, then continues.
Pardon the swearing.
She takes a drag.
I do him an injustice. He wasn't ugly. And he had a beautiful, soft voice. Very surprising, what with all the scarring. It was quite something, watching him speak.
He had a combat wound? On his chin and mouth?
Yes. Severe.
She seems to enjoy the word.
It made him look like half his face was cracking away in some strange smile. That and those eyes.
It's clear she was very much attracted to him, and still is.
You found him attractive?
Of course. He was the most strangely beautiful man I've ever been with. And I mean that.
She shivers slightly.
And now, he's dead. A pity.
Ah, yes.
The lieutenant suddenly
His hair,
remembers.
if you can remember?
It was light brown, almost blonde. He darkened it with brilliantine, made it oily. Not nice to stroke. I couldn't convince him to leave it alone.
He had a tattoo. What did it mean?
Oh, that.
She smiles.
It's clear she liked it.
What did it represent? Do you know?
It was a map of his life and the places he visited as a soldier. It was mostly for showing off to chicks, though.
For showing off to chicks? How so?
How? Imagine him lying in bed. Freakish musculature laid out on the sheets. Scarred, of course. Tattooed. The sheets are dirty for some reason. He's smoking and drinking, of course. And his chest and shoulders and arms are studded with stars. Tens, hundreds of them. Maybe even thousands. And the woman goes like, "What was this, baby?"
She points at the air with her sharp-nailed finger, picking out an imaginary tattoo star.
And he says, "That was too hardcore. Don't ask me about that." So she goes, okay, but what's this, baby? And he's like, saw some bad shit there. Killed some loincloths. And so it goes. Star after star, port after port, third world country after third world country. And he's done horrible things in every single one of them.
You were the woman in this?
Oh, yeah.
She nods. Can you tell us precisely what these mean? Hand her the photo.
No, thank you.
She does not take it.
I've seen enough of him dead. I can tell you what they meant without looking at them.
She pours herself some more coffee.
Go on.
He was a blue-eyed boy with thick arms, from a small town. He was also poor, and the government of Oranje needed some people killed, so they turned him into a grotesque killer. For money. He went to Killer Academy in Vredefort. Then he killed some people in the Seminine Islands. And on other islands, too. All of the islands. After this, he came to Revachol and got killed himself.
Thank you for clearing that up.
Change of topic, perhaps?
She looks over her shoulder to the sea, then back at you, smiling faintly. Tell me something odd. Did he enjoy his death?
Why do you ask?
She seems unsurprised. It's just a feeling I have. Indulge me.
Well, it's wrong. He had too many drinks to down and too many bad things to do. Couldn't tap out just yet.
Everything checks out here. It's all A-OK. Good answer.
Could it be love that did him in?
It very well could be, yes.
What do you mean?
What do I mean?
She raises an eyebrow.
I have no idea. I don't even know what you mean. Love did him in? What does that mean?
He told me. Love did him in.
That's not funny, officer.
God damn it. Something miraculous is coming, he told me. Well, she doesn't like that, so. We ordered a toxicology report. Any idea what will show us?
A real rainbow splattering of pharmaceuticals, I bet.
She grins.
Barbiturates, amphetamine, sildenafil.
Hear that? Sildenafil. Just like you suspected. You have a great nose for this stuff.
What is sildenafil?
It's for maintaining an erection. Uppers are vasoconstrictors, so that feat becomes problematic.
And why do I know this? Because I can't get it up because I drink too much. Duh, whiskey dick.
Because you're a scientist, of course.
How much does the toxicology report cost the police of Revachol? I can do it for half of that. Save you some money, make some myself.
It's quite expensive, miss. But we'll manage without your help for now.
Something miraculous is coming, he told me.
The lieutenant blinks. His expression does not change. All right, let's see where this is going.
From way out in the northwest, he told me.
Cool.
The woman nods. Fine! I think we're finished with this line of questioning. Hand the lieutenant back his notes.
All right.
The lieutenant puts the slip back in his notes and observes the young woman for a moment.
Coolly, gracefully, she pours herself more coffee.
Volition. Volition. Okay, let's look. Let's look at, these. What do I want to do? These are all available right now. Lillian, the net picker, challenging. I mean, I have another volition check here. I have a bunch of physical instrument. Couple conceptualization. Okay. So we've got 3 physical instrument, 1 hand-eye coordination, which is a medium, so I don't really have to worry about that. Conceptualization, perception is legendary. I can't turn in the body until I get past this perception check, but I might just scum that. Okay, it's not gonna let me do that till I leave the...
Wait, stop. That man, bloated beyond all recognition, was 42?
It's what she said, yes.
Below the damage, the weeks of decomposition, all the swollen indignity of mortality. He was 42 years old?
Yeah, he's sitting in a polar bear fridge in the basement of the cursed commercial complex. Where's this going?
How old are you? That's where this is going. 45,000 liters of raw alcohol has left its disfigurements. What lies beneath, you wonder?
Kim, how old do you think I am?
Huh?
How old do I look?
How old? 58?
Jesus Christ, Kim! Fatality! What if you're wrong? We were both wrong about the deceased. He turned out to be 40.
42. And he was deceased. He had been decomposing for a week.
I feel like I've been decomposing for longer than that.
On the bright side, you've been getting a lot of exercise lately.
The ravages of Al Ghul are nearly as extreme as that of death itself, Lieutenant Kitsuragi.
There's silence.
Kim is the best.
Then a little more. Here it comes. Mercy.
Sure, you're 42.
He squints.
Let's go.
Wait. This requires scientific measurements.
Bring it on. I'm not afraid of the truth.
To the laboratorium.
Date of birth generator. Okay. The 15th Indo tribe. Learning cap for several fair raised to 6 plus 10 cents. Yeah, that's not going away. All intellect learning caps raised by 1 plus 1 XP. Not going away. All endurance white checks unlocked. Learning cap for endurance raised to 4. Yeah, okay. We're gonna have to level up and unlock something because I don't want to lose any of those.
I was just thinking, what a nice day for questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Yeah, he very symbolically, but I think they actually did that because of Korea, Snow. You know, all of the countries here are very symbolic, right? But they... Not yet. I'm gonna tell him after. But I think in particular they want us to identify him as like Korean Japanese. So sorry, for Japan. Oh my god, I can't believe I said Korea. Please forgive me. For Japan, so they put a reverse Japanese flag behind him. Yeah. That's my thinking. They could have also gone for the Jesus angle, but that just doesn't seem like Kim. I don't think he's a angel. I don't think he's like a representation of the good. I think he's a representation of logic and the other. And he's meant to be superior in a sense that the other always has to be superior, but also in a sense that they wanted him to be well-loved. And only someone... Yeah. He is a more... Oh, you know what, Snow? I didn't think about it. I didn't think about him being a moralist. Yeah, it would make sense. He is a moralist. It is intentional, Miff? Because I haven't done anything really with the deists and the moralists, I haven't really, I have banished all religion, most of it, from my mind in this game. So I just don't call it to mind. Really? The halo is, he's supposed to represent, an angelicness. I wouldn't have thought that. I would have really thought, I was thinking he represents, a realistic portrayal of a survivor. I guess you could put Jesus in that, maybe. Yeah, I mean, I guess I think of moralism as, like, the Christian right, but obviously less extreme, you know? I think of them as a boomer. Oh, you know, I did not really think that, though I should have, because my expression changed when I passed that check. So I didn't realize, it didn't connect with me that that was what was going on, was that it's how he views them. No, he doesn't give a fuck about anything about Kim's history, so it would be because of his moralism. At least my Harry doesn't. But I've tried to, there's almost never a choice that actually represents what I think. I've tried to very clearly say that I think moralism is an excuse. So I think I just don't keep it to the forefront of my mind. I'm also white. There's a little bit of bias involved in that. You know, we always have to question ourselves when we think these ways. It's the only way to get better. Yes, I do love the depth in paintings. I love especially the pieces of myself. But I guess the other portraits, I took as the dev's comment on the characters rather than Harry's comment on the characters. Which is clearly wrong. This is giving me a lot to chew on. Both about myself and the game. I like that.
Soft, light brown eyes look back at you, directly into the space behind your eye sockets. You see the smoke rise from between her painted red lips. She's beautiful. I have bad news for you.
What?
You know these guys? Who? Me? Yes, you. He's talking about you, you boring stiff. You too. Me? What did I do? I'm merely a master thespian. These guys are compromised. She's got them singing along to her tune. The little bleeps and bloops you trust for info, you can't trust them anymore.
I knew something was off.
I'm sorry I didn't catch it sooner. It takes conscious effort on your part.
Which ones exactly are affected?
There's no way of knowing. At the moment, I'm afraid it's best to assume all of them.
Damn it!
Bullshit, man. I ain't compromised. Especially that guy. That guy's the most compromised one in here. No fucking way, man. I just want a drag of that sweet menthol Ziggy. Really? Quick. Tell me what's under her jumpsuit. Glory. Truth. Softness. Protect her. She wants you.
Yeah, electrochemistry, you're compromised as fuck.
I take it back. He's got it pretty bad. But this next guy's on another level entirely. She likes you. The crown head is a boring condom. He's jealous. This is human nature.
How did this happen?
How it always does. Through subtlety.
What can I do?
There's nothing you can do about it. You are how you are, and she is how she is. Things will go as they do.
Can't you turn them normal again?
No.
What use is this then?
It's better to know you're being played than to be played without knowing it, is it not?
Does this mean she's been lying to me?
I think it's safe to assume, yes. Mr. Thespian here hasn't been speaking up. If he were, I suspect there would be paeans to her truthfulness. Like this, she is a lady, most fair and just. In his defense, to reduce him to such inadequacy, she probably had to employ half-truths more often than outright lies.
Suggestion is such a bitch. He's wrong all the time. I genuinely hate him. I actually think Suggestion, if empathy is involved with Suggestion, I really appreciate him, because there's been some suggestions that are really, really good, but they've always followed empathy. So I guess Suggestion is a bitch, but I like that he's easily influenced.
That is correct. And omissions too.
Can I trust that guy?
A little. They're all still of limited use, interpreting things to the best of their ability. Maybe they add flair or something. I wouldn't know. I don't add flair.
I'm very fond of volition right now.
But when it comes to assessments of character and factual accuracy, they are not to be trusted. Not with her.
Can I trust any of them ever again?
Don't be melodramatic. You can trust them. Just not with Miss Orange Disco Dancer here.
What is her plan?
You can't draw a sound conclusion. The one who usually does says.
I mean, that would be a fucking dope-ass tattoo, especially if you did it on your chest to use, like, natural lines. Like, I would straight up get that around the nipple, not even joking. Or, I mean, I have a lot of tattoos, though, so I'm not afraid of pain. Or, like, somewhere where it's round, like on your hand, so that it would fit around the knuckles, you could use the fingers.
She may want to control the information rollout, not to become a suspect. She may have a past she's escaping, unrelated to this case. You doubt it's something truly insidious. See? It's oddly moderate, probably compromised.
I've been talking to myself long enough. Let's get back to it.
Don't worry. It's only been 4 or 5 seconds. You've got this.
Miss, are you manipulating me?
The silence broken. She exhales a little cloud of smoke and says,
God, no.
Let's return to this later, miss. Okay, it's fucking freezing. Let's go inside. Can I talk to you, Kim?
Yes?
I have big news, Kim! I no longer obsess over sexuality. My Sailor Moon tattoo, years back, like COVID, over $1,500. So, depending on how big you want it, I would be saving at least $1,000. Which neither of us have the money for right now.
Okay.
I have managed to stop obsessing about my sexuality.
Great. Imagine all the time you'll have for work now. Matter of fact, we should get back to it right now.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Just one thing, though.
What?
Are you part of the homosexual underground?
You didn't stop at all, did you? You are just obsessing about other people's sexuality now.
Yeah, but...
But am I? I'll spare you another 20-hour mind project. Yes, I am. Now let's get back to work.
That is the best. That is the best. That is hands down the best I have ever seen a character handle this situation in any game. And I am gay as fuck, and I seek out gay things. That is so good. Kim is like quickly getting to my favorite character list of all time.
That's the truth.
Heck yeah. I know, Kuno did have it from the start, even though fuck Kuno. Fuck Kuno's so hard. Everything about Kuno is the worst. Kuno the cunt. And cunts are wonderful. It takes a lot for me to use cunt in such a derogatory way.
It's you again. What is it?
I fucking hate that kid. I talked to Klasia about the tape.
And?
She stands by what she said.
That fucking fucker.
He stares at his beer for 2 seconds intently, then turns to you.
Cops in Revachol. I gave you gold on that tape.
She pretty much laughed it off, Titus.
Fucking fuckity fucker. And what did she say then? That it's fine. People are supposed to be like that.
Actually, I think it made her a little nostalgic.
Yes. In fact, I think she thought it was a little funny.
The lieutenant looks at you, then him. Maybe not fun, but you know. Okay, so let me qualify this. I love his writing because I love how he raises my blood pressure. But I think this is just a difference between me being in my 40s and you being in your 20s, right? I just cannot stand it. Like, he is such a little shit, and none of it is funny to me. But I think he's written in such a way to have that polarizing effect.
Funny.
Titus mumbles.
Good goddamn psycho whore.
Seems like they wanted to give Klasia a second chance to play along. She still didn't.
Alright. All fucking righty then. I guess it's good then. That fucking...
He slams his giant fist on the door frame. Kuno grew on you? But was the reason you stopped playing on stream? Kuno?
Please try to control yourself in the presence of visitors, Titus.
Voice is a bit softer than earlier. Not Titus? Not Klasia, but Kuno?
This is just perfect. Just fucking perfect. Any thoughts on this, lawman?
The gun lets you kill one of... Oh, I did not kill one of them. Oh, okay, Myth. Because his slurring was so censored out, except for things that generally can be talked to the audience, I decided that it was a Measurehead that almost had me getting out of there, but their writing was so sarcastic and deliberately pointed to make Measurehead sound like a shitty person, and also to talk about white bias and how we just sort of blink over things we say that are super microaggressions. And so, I decided that it was, I chose to view it as educational. I also like this game because it allows me to have conversations, and especially because I do it at this time, I could talk to people all around the world about this game, which I really like. I just rubs his chin with his palm as if trying to grind it smooth. I think you had a lie planned, but you didn't play along.
I asked for your opinion, not a bedtime story. Tell it to your grandma.
The tape was the last chance for her to do what was planned.
But she didn't. She knows she can't lie to us, unlike you.
Absolutely, Snow. I'd love that. And I'm happy you joined. I look forward to chatting with you more. And I do some day streams during the week, so maybe I'll see you on Tuesday or Thursday. Yeah. Go get some rest. Get some good sleep. Absolutely, it's great stuff, but this was 4 years ago, and I was still pretty early streaming, so I was worried the game might have been consistently that vitriolic. Nowadays, I'd have carried on, of course. Now I know more about that game. That's true. That's true. Good night, Snow. I think I'm just older, and I deal with these a lot. Like, Vic's background has made it that we have a lot of conversations about themes in this game all the time. And in my day-to-day, I have regularly destroyed friendships in the name of equality. I just don't truck in it. So it's a lot easier for me to just not... I guess I will say afraid. This kind of stuff doesn't make me nervous. You know, I've come to peace with the fact that I'm always going to be a little bit of a cis white person. Actually, I shouldn't say cis, and I appear cis, I identify as agender, but for the interest of these circumstances, cis is more important, because I can walk on the streets and be identified as, like, as my birth certificate it was at first. And so I've come to peace with the fact that I'm imperfect and that I'm an imperfect person to be having these discussions. And there's a lot to learn at all times. And so when I approached streaming, it was because I wanted to talk to people. Like, my initial decision to stream was because I didn't have the emotional energy to maybe do just YouTube videos, and I wanted to have discussions. So maybe it's that mindset that has made me unafraid of almost every game. Yeah.
Oh no. He's definitely compromised too. It's his hubris. Sadly, not much to do about it now.
Fantastic. So now you remember how to do your job.
He despondently glances
I'm
at his
so
beer.
sick of this piss. We should get something harder in here.
Yeah, I don't care about pronouns, so it does, like, I'll call myself a meat popsicle or a meat sack if we're, like, talking about biological gender, right? About biological sex, I should say. If we're talking about biological sex, I'll start talking about meat gender, it's meat sack, meat popsicleness. But because my body matches my presentation, it doesn't faze me what pronoun people use. I do actively choose third-person pronouns as a way of being an ally if I'm asked to choose pronouns. But being called she doesn't concern me. So it's not really that big of... Does that make sense? But when I go to sleep at night, I'm not sitting here thinking female, I'm thinking Hildy. And it's not non-binary either, because I recognize that my body has a sex. So I don't...
Now displaying a message for YouTube.
Right. That's essentially a lot of... It's like a slightly more intense gender indifferent, I would say. So I just don't really care. It works as it does. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for asking about it, Myth. That was, I mean, it's just nice for people to be curious. I love curious people. More reasons to love you.
Yeah, guys, we should get a party going tonight.
Why?
Dude looks like a lady. Da-da, da-da. That's why it was censored.
Maybe not then.
He looks at the old man in the corner.
Success. They admitted to unlawful collaboration to derail the investigation.
Be straight with me, Titus. What really happened?
I already told you. We fucking hanged him.
He put his giant face in his hands and sighs.
There's less gusto in his voice now. His men too are growing increasingly silent.
Come on, Titus. The stakes are too high here. There will be blood on the streets. The tribunal, remember. I know you're tired. Why don't you just...
You know what?
He
I
gets closer.
am tired. I'm tired of you, them, and the whore upstairs. Next time you see her, tell her Titus said, "Fuck on!"
We should move Classia out of this building.
This is the petulant rage of someone who's at the end of their wits.
That lying, scamming. We're done. This is over. You understand? Your little investigation is over.
Yeah.
There's a silence in the room. Elaine starts saying something, then thinks best
On
not
the
to.
floor, beer drips out of the can into a small puddle. No one does anything about it.
What is this quiet funeral shit? What we need is some beers in us. Bartender, 20 beers for the Dock Workers Union.
Why do we make it 40, huh? Why do we
The
make
man
it
shouts.
100 beers? You're not loud enough.
100 beers? Now we're talking.
Glenn
Hoppity
livens up.
hop over here, cafeteria manager.
The window might be closing. The more beers they get in them, the less cooperative they will be.
First off, is rhetoric... Intellect. It is. Okay, so we're gonna make sure that we heal ourselves in smoke again. Second, we're gonna make sure we're not wearing anything that affects rhetoric. Okay. And then we're gonna save.
It's
Okay,
you
have
again.
fun, Megan!
What is it?
Starting from the right.
No,
Luke's
no, no, no,
sitting
no.
across, and then the emblem on his vest in the far corner. Side in conclusion, exact.
The fuck is with you, fella?
Convince Titus he's being manipulated. You should know by now. Titus Hardy will never falter.
One of his boys will.
Just remember, it's about more than Glasia. It's about these men and Martinez, their district, their responsibility. Outside, in the midday sun, ruins. The pavements are cracked and the benches peeling. Newspapers blow in the wind.
That's it then. Case closed. Look around. We're going home, Kim.
Huh?
Lieutenant raises his brow.
He'll get it. Go on.
Write it down, Kim. In Martinez, they just kill you because they don't like you.
Got it. Kill you because they don't like you. All because...
Of some chick.
Bring that up one more time, and you won't get to write that report.
Oh, it's involuntary.
The man's fists under the table are balled. You can tell from his neck and shoulders. He means it.
Yes, I understand, Alain. That's your name, right, Alain? You'll kill us. That's what they do in the wild north.
He scratches in his notebook. They just hang you, like in the Dark Ages. Make a display of your corpse.
It wasn't that. It wasn't... We just couldn't get him down, okay?
The fat man says with a wheeze.
That's it. That's the weak one. You flushed him out. Now go in for the...
Officer, you will be next if you don't shut up.
The old man reaches for his belt, but his voice is strangely calm.
Firearm. A Glass 08 or a 38 caliber pistol. Either is small enough for you to have missed. He's onto you. He knows what you're trying to do. Steel yourself. Push on. Just ignore Theo.
Look at Kim.
The lieutenant has put down his notebook. His hand is resting on his holster. He gives you an imperceptible nod. What? What does that mean? Go for it. The lieutenant has his eyes set on the fat guy. Push Angus. We're almost there.
Or what? You're gonna kill me like you killed him? For no fucking reason?
We didn't kill him. We didn't even hang him. He was dead when...
He takes a breath, wheezing.
Shut up, Angus!
He was dead before you hanged him?
Fatty!
Little guy hits
Say
Angus
one
on the
more
back of
thing
the
to
head.
Cops and I'll...
Dennis, stand down, or I'll beat your head in. Theo, take your hand off the belt. This isn't 31. I've got this under control.
Oh, shit. The room falls quiet. So quiet you can hear Angus wheeze.
Angie, where's your goddamn inhaler? You sound like you're dying.
I left it home. I can't get it. I'm too fucked. I'm sorry.
He grabs his chest.
Why are you so fucking fat, Angus?
Lizzie snaps at
Now
him.
it's all pointless. Because of you. You wasted my time. I told you, Titus. I told you just give her up.
She turns to him.
Lizzie, your help is no longer needed here. Go tell Everard.
Fine. I'll tell him. After a long walk along the coast.
She walks off without looking back.
What just happened between these two? You're in. He's all yours. Questions.
Whose idea was it to hang him anyway? Hers?
In a manner of speaking.
What do you mean?
We had help from another girl. It was her idea to hang him, and I liked it for political reasons. It sent a good message.
It's her, isn't it? The drug trafficker, the missing 8th Hardy.
Fella, you think too much. He's off all right. You're gonna hurt your head.
The big guy steps towards you.
A little too far there, but you're definitely right.
That woman is just affiliated with the Hardy Boys. You don't know her, anyway.
You're gonna stonewall me if I ask more about her, aren't you?
Glad you understand that.
So who killed the merc then? Any leads?
Not yet. Just some ideas. She says the shot came from outside, behind the window somewhere. So that's a clue.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking someone's past caught up with them. Either hers or his.
Hers, you mean?
She's got one of those checkered pasts. The shot could have missed. Could have been meant for her.
I like that. Been thinking the same thing myself.
And you had ideas about his past, too?
My dude. One of those mercenary buddies of his could have done it. They got guns. Training. Years of bad blood, probably. Or it could have been someone else from Crenell.
He pauses to think. They really are the Hardy Boys.
Tell you what I'd do. Check out the coast for vantage points. Maybe consult with a ballistics buddy of mine. That's what I'd do. If I wasn't too busy doing this clown dance with you.
He's calm now, threw all that turmoil away and became himself again. These theories, not bad. Don't buy either one, but still, this guy's not as dumb as he looks.
So you didn't kill him. He was already dead.
He nods.
You hanged the corpse to cover up the real cause of death. What was it?
We're not sure. Probably a bullet. The wound was difficult to see.
So there was a wound. You should try looking for it one more time.
Yes!
Before you send the body away.
Why?
Because the girls asked us to. They were in some shit.
Did she kill him?
Cop, I have no idea. The girl says she didn't.
He doesn't think she did. Or at least he hopes she didn't.
What happened Sunday night?
Classier came down. She seemed really out of it. Drugged up, even more than usual. Bug-eyed and gurning, you know? Not in a fun way. It looked like she'd redosed after something went down. I've seen that look before. She was scared. I knew someone had died.
How did you know?
I've done this job for 10 years. I've seen it before. It's the politician in the motel room with the dead hooker scenario. Only in reverse.
Good analogy, boss.
The rat-faced man snickers.
You don't get to talk yet, Shanky.
He points at him.
You're still on the bench. And you keep taking it easy too, Angus.
He turns back to you. What happened then?
We went upstairs. Sure as day the merc was dead. There was a bullet hole through the window. Fucking dirty sheets and bottles everywhere. Tibbs patched the window. And the corpse. We hanged.
Who's Tibbs? The 8th Hardy?
Nah, he's my brother. He's in the window replacement business.
Right now, he's grateful he hasn't gotten his brother into this mess.
If Klasia didn't kill him, why the cover-up?
You may have noticed our girl's in some shit of her own.
I didn't notice anything. What kind of shit are we talking about?
The can't show up on police radar kind. There are people after her. From the old world. Where she came from.
These people? Who are they?
They're powerful.
He looks out the
connected
window.
to the moral intern. She's clearly afraid for her life. Says if she showed up in your systems, she'd be ghosted away.
That's all he knows. That's all she's told him.
And why would you help someone like that? By taking on a murder?
Why would I? I guess we abide all sorts of runaways and losers here. It's a Martinez thing.
Hi, Io. How was dinner? I'm sorry I made you guys fight.
Me too.
Kim, we did it.
The lieutenant gives a smile only you can see.
Thank you for this, Titus. I'll go talk to her for the last time.
You do that.
He grabs
Hey,
his beer
cop.
and swirls it in his hand.
Before you go.
Suddenly, the wind picks up outside. You hear it rattling the large windows in their frames. It carries newspapers, circles the whirling in rags in a warm column.
She, Klasia, came to Martinez to hide. Many of us did. This is where you wash up when there's nowhere left to go. The Union takes you in, Now, she refused that protection, but...
But you would still prefer if we didn't take her away.
That's right. If we didn't take care of the people who end up here, this place would just be a couple of ruins and some cargo containers.
We'll take that into account.
Lieutenant slides his notebook into his coat pocket. He turns to leave. Well, son of a bitchnit. Okay. Well, first, I need to go look at the body and see if I can't pass. Had some pretty boring stuff, but I mean, if it's delicious, it's delicious. Yeah, first I have to go to the body. Ooh, 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 ooh. I keep getting a blue. Where's the blue? There. The book is titled Man from Hemdell and the Wildfire. Yeah. First things first. Look at the body. Oh, nope. Kim's gonna yell at me about a flashlight. I don't want him to yell at me about a flashlight. Shut up, Kim. Oh, wait. This is the wrong way. How did I get there last time? Oh, the door. That's right, the door. Over here. Ugh, espresso martini, man. They're delicious.
The bear's eyes are still glowing red. It's guarding over the freezing corpse hidden inside its belly.
Yeah!
Your arms reach out and your eyes close, as if by their own volition. It's dark all around. You feel cold, slippery flesh, first with your fingertips, then under the palm of your hand.
Here we go.
His face, his cheeks, his nose, his fat, swollen lips. Like a spider, your hand crawls over his features. Everything is silent.
Put your fingers in his mouth.
The oral cavity is cold and moist. A ball-like tongue attaches itself to the base of the mouth, lolling around like a scallop.
Got some art to add to the wheel.
You're on the right track.
Open your eyes and
A
look.
vision of black and dark red death, pried open by your naked hands and studded with teeth. Looks like he's laughing. Death fumes rising from the throat, and there, in the back of his mouth, above the bell of the uvula, right in the soft palate.
Now, Hildy, we don't put fingers in dead people's mouths. Yes, we do.
You see a hole, barely visible to the human eye. It is swollen shut, almost vanished. No larger than 0.4 centimeters in radius, the edges appear darkened. An abrasion collar. This is what we're after.
Abrasion collar.
Abrasion collar.
The lieutenant looks in. There's a pen in his hand. His notebook is open at the copy paper. Touch it with your finger, gently.
A black trickle of liquid runs into his throat from the wound.
Put your finger
Your
in.
index fits right in there. A tight tunnel of flesh opens up. Tissue damage. Wide enough for 2 fingers. As you push both in, you reach through his mouth, right into his brainstem.
Brainstem?
Yes, that's what this part is called. You've seen the drawings. You've studied them.
Feel around
The
first.
basal ganglia feels clumpy. The bullet has torn apart his reptilian complex. The funk soul brother at the back of his head has gone dark forever.
Push deeper.
Your fingers slide into the remains of his limbic system. There is no resistance. It's gelatinous. The slug-like structures are damaged too. The tearing extends deep into both hemispheres. The ululations of the limbic system have ended. All is quiet.
The cavity is here, cut right between the
The
hemispheres.
lieutenant answers with the sound of his pen on paper.
Push deeper.
Your fingers are all the way in now, reaching toward the inside of his skull. The cavity goes further, but the entry wound isn't wide enough for the rest of your hand to follow. All the muscles in your body harden. Time to enter him.
Wiggle in.
Your fingers reach toward his skull. His cerebral cortex feels like jelly. Cold jelly. Strange fluid streams down your wrist as you push deeper until you feel it on the tip of your finger. Sharp, serrated material. The edges cut right into your skin. This must be the bullet. The pain is barely noticeable under the adrenaline rush.
Interfacing. Fish it out. Are you kidding?
You push your hand further in. The bullet
Fucking
out
shit.
comes his small folding knife. The lieutenant moves its blade across the man's skull, searching for the exit wound.
There, not toward the protrusion.
Withdraw your hand 4 centimeters, please.
Pull your fingers back and nod.
With a crack, he punches the knife in the skull. Then, one more time, and one more, until the bone comes loose, like eggshell. Inside, you feel the jello move from his poking.
Can you push it out?
Push.
A fractured piece of lead, like a flower, blossoms from the man's head, followed by your finger.
A bullet.
The lieutenant picks it up between his fingers.
Rifled. You may remove your hand from the victim's head now, officer. Well done.
He came, yelled at me, then wagged his paw for pets. I think you probably saw it on video. Or you could in the VOD. You smell a little like bleach. Don't go in the kitchen right now. The lieutenant picks it up between his fingers. Unknown caliber, rifled. You may remove your hand from the victim's head now, officer. Well done.
Here's your prize.
He drops the bullet in an evidence bag and puts it in your hand. Your other hand, the one not covered in blood and cerebral cortex.
We need to add an item to the injury list. Injury number 4. Oval entry wound with an abrasion color. Soft palate, back of mouth.
Yeah, that's essentially what they've come to as well.
High velocity. Temporary cavity in brain tissue. Small exit wound on the occiput. How does that sound?
Correct.
Opinion, fatal injury.
This concurs with the Hardy Boy story.
And one last thing.
Click,
We
click
should
does the
demand
pen.
injury number 3, ligament mark. Treatment. It's obvious the Hardy Boys tampered with it.
We should have known.
I had my doubts. There were no signs of a struggle on his hands. No claw marks on his neck. But still.
His brow furrows while his eyes glaze over. The lieutenant looks regretful for not figuring this out before.
Maybe the bullet holds more answers?
Yes, we should take a closer look at it. I am certain it has more to tell us.
This little thing could reveal much about the weapon that shot it.
I think I need to wash myself.
Oh, you really, really do. I am glad to hear you say that. Your room in the Whirling in Rags should come with a bathroom. Be sure to make use of it in the evening.
What happens next?
We bag the corpse and carry him to the holding pen of my kinema. I can transport him to processing myself, but I will be gone for the rest of the day.
You'll be gone? What should I do in the meanwhile?
Work on the case. Tend to personal matters. Try not to do anything too dangerous. An officer needs backup in a neighborhood like this. I'll leave that choice to you. And one more thing. Great work, detective.
He looks you in the eye. Thanks, Kim.
The word lingers in the air of the basement. Far away, ice cream makers are buzzing and the sea wind blows outside. Detective.
After you bag the corpse, Lieutenant Kitsuragi will leave the party until tomorrow morning. You can do side tasks and even the main case, but it might be more difficult. Plan his exit accordingly.
Tell me something, dead man.
Shoot, Looney Rooney.
How do you like it in the fridge?
I like it a lot, brother. This really is your finest hour. You're a genius. A regular Corporangelo.
At the autopsy, you said you have ancient mysteries.
Oh yes, Kobo mi Lobo. In the gift horse's mouth. Tracts and wakes and waterways. Ancient materials buried.
Yeah, but to where, brother?
Just a small gulp away. My beloved Kobo. A small gulp away.
Enough.
Come back later, Kobo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also, see me in your dreams.
Take the note from the door.
You pocket the note and the little fridge magnets keeping it on the door.
Examine one of the ice cream wrappers in there.
A friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane wrapper. It looks nothing like the fridge or the decomposing body in it. The paper still smells of vanilla and chocolate. Even under this stench, you can feel it.
What is a giant bear-shaped fridge doing in an abandoned cellar in the first place?
Good question. It looks like an ice cream fridge.
The lieutenant reaches for one of the wrappers. He studies it in the light. So they tried to sell ice cream from this hyper-carnivore?
I know. What an unfortunate marketing choice,
says the lieutenant.
What is even worse, the bear is still costing them money to this day.
It points at the red snaky cable running from the fridge.
The electricity bill must be catastrophic. On the other hand, it did help us with a certain corpse situation.
Lucky us.
Let's bag him, Kim. Take him away.
All right.
He takes out a shiny black body bag and starts pulling the plastic over the dead man's
I will
face.
need a little help carrying him. You take the hands, I'll take the legs.
Bag the corpse and drag it to the motor carriage. Okay. Well, first.
The note is written with a blue pencil on a piece of lined office paper. The kitchen magnets have left spots on its surface.
Read the note.
Someone has scribbled, S. I can't believe the off-site copy is still here. The illiterate ginger kid keeps stealing stuff from the studio, so I had to hide it somewhere safe.
Kuno steals from studio.
You'll find the filament memory with the off-site copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home, ASAP. It's important. I'd do it myself if I lived in a civilized place with a freezer. Take care, Suliswaf.
That's how you say that, L? Who wrote that note?
According to the note, someone named Sulislav.
What's a filament memory?
The note doesn't specify.
Who's the illiterate ginger
The
kid?
note does not specify. Are you serious? You sure you don't want to hazard a guess here, detective?
Oh, you mean Kuno?
Ding, ding, ding. We have a winner.
Where's the frozen ice cream maker?
Somewhere among the shadows in the cellar.
Okay. Leveled up. Date of birth generator. Let's figure my age out.
The bullet is safely sealed away in a plastic bag bearing the RCM stamp. Kim has filled out the label on the bag with the item number, case number, and date and location the bullet was found. Beside his orderly handwriting, the bullet looks especially sad, like a tiny, shriveled head of cauliflower.
What do I do with you, Bullet?
The squished little thing has no idea.
Boo.
I know. You should find the gun that shot this bullet.
It's my friend. I'm going to start talking to it. It will keep me company. Find the gun that shot.
That sounds like something a police detective would do. First, you should learn all you can about this little guy. Then find the gun that shot it and the person that gun belongs to. He used it to kill your victim. Neato.
Neato. Inspect the bullet closer.
The jacket of the bullet is made of a yellowish metal. It has blossomed out to reveal a dark grey core. The base of the bullet is close to 5 millimeters in diameter.
Look at the jacket.
You can just about make out a few striations near the base of the bullet. Little hairlines, linear. It feels standard.
And the core?
It's quite destroyed. Some of the fragments are still lodged in the wound. Far away, Lieutenant Kitsuragi is flipping through stations in his Kanima. He is not here examining the bullet with you. He should be. He would find this very intriguing. Mention it to him later when he's here.
Okay. We'll worry about it then. The bullet has nothing more to say. Alright. I have a lot of books I can read, and I've got some... I still have the room at the Whirling in Rags, so I should use their fancier shower. And I can ask about all of the cryptids.
This is not the cleanest bathtub in the world, but it's cleaner than you are right now. Ah, that soap scum smell. It smells like life, at least compared to you.
Run yourself a bath.
The bathtub slowly fills with water. The water beckons.
Undress, close your eyes, and submerge.
The water is only lukewarm, but still comforting. Like amniotic fluid.
You just went for
A few
it.
beer cans are bobbing up and down along your flanks, like sad duckies.
Yeah, no Kim to stop me from learning about all of the cool shit.
You feel nice and lonely, and so tired.
Take the beer cans out.
Now you are alone with your thoughts in the tub. But it's easier than being alone with your thoughts outside the tub.
Yes, thank you for capturing washing while depressed. Perfect.
They're not even really thoughts, just assorted sensations. None of them acute enough to focus on.
Imagine something.
You see the corpse. You can still smell the cadaver on you. It's going to take more than one bath to get rid of that stench. Then, houses along a narrow street. A video rental. Darkness on the planet's curvature.
Linger in the tub.
Your fingers grow pale and are covered with tiny whirls as the water cools. What are you doing? You're not some fat fish in a fucking aquarium. Time to get moving.
Get out.
The waterline recedes as you stand. You are cold now. Your clothes stick to your still moist skin.
Okay.
The fan stands still.
Pull on
The switch must be broken because nothing happens. The air in the room is starting to feel like vaporized urine.
Pull
The
on the light
lights are off again.
Leave. Okay. Goodbye, Whirling in Rags room. You were expensive. Okay, confront Classia with the Hardy's story. We're gonna do that with Kim. I have lots of books to read. So we can go... Oh, I think I have a fast travel now? How do I fast travel? Oh, I need a map. Duh. Jesus, how do I get a fucking map? I guess I can look at my
Now
thing of
displaying a
sorrow.
message for YouTube.
Apricot chewing wrapper. Ledger of failure and hatred.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board, with the permeables drawer inside. It's barely held together by a clip, then made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
Actually, Miv, genuine. I'm super over it.
Oh, and an incredibly cool piece of kitchen tissue is stuck to the back.
Put the ledger away. I've had so little help. Map is in the bookstore, top floor. You could steal it or buy it. Thank you. That's gonna be coordination. Okay.
Shelves filled to the brim with crime novels.
Leave.
Shelves full of biographies of fake.
Leave. Oh, this?
Several maps have been attached to a bulletin board. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinez.
Storekeep, can I buy these
I'm
maps?
sorry, officer. The map of Martinez is the only one available. The other two are not for sale anymore. And besides, you could scarcely afford them. They're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90 cents, though.
Why is the one of Martinez so cheap?
That old thing. It's an out-of-date map of a tourist location that never was nor came to be. From when some design studio people tried to spruce the place up 4 or 5 years ago. They also renovated the horse statue, set up those coin-operated viewers, and designed the new street lamps.
What happened to them?
They didn't get that far, for some reason. A shame the project never got going. Would be nice if someone fixed Martinez up. All these ruins are bad for business. Always good to be informed of your surroundings.
This large map displays archipelagos. You see a constellation of small dots on the light blue emptiness of the Insulindic Ocean. The largest in the northeast is La Caillou. You are here. Another far away in the southwest, Seminese Islands, Ile de Fantôme, Ozon, Laurentide, Fas à la Mer, Archipelagos, North Arcade Islands. All just specks of dust on the vastness of the Insulindic. On the edges of the map, the color fades into a blur of dotted lines, black and white. In the northeast, a dust mite stands on the north coast of Caillou. In a bookstore, it's you. Radiating outwards from you, the suzerain Revachol. With a radius of 80 kilometers, still, the crown jewel of this Isola would be barely visible.
Squint first. Can you see cities on the islands?
You can, on Caillou, Revachol, a single black star, on Ozon, Fondelier, and Vilmandu, on archipelagos, Croyan Moran, Villiers, on Seminine, Olduvai, and on Laurentide, Deora of the Seven Seas. Lost little pearls of light, tiny fires in the dark.
Look at the edges.
The ocean breaks apart into a tangle of cosines and azimuths, all pointing into pale nothingness. Windy is the north azimuth. Grad is the northeast azimuth. Samara is the east azimuth. Seo is the west azimuth. Isolas, they're called. Connections to other worlds. Words past the Insulindian, unknown to you. You only know you've never been there. You have little idea what they are. Distant stars, gods, but looking at them makes you feel almost non-existent. Whatever they are, the Isolas are immeasurably large compared to you, and very, very far away. Perhaps they are gods, gods of distance and outer dust.
Look at the map.
The
of
north
Russia.
coast of a verdant island is shattered by the delta of a river. It is the River Esperance. Countless bridges put the shards back together, connecting city blocks to river islands. La Delta says a great artificial heart in the center, teeming with life forms and construction. To the east, rolling hillsides, Le Jardin, Stella Marie, the suburbs of Saint-Baptiste, swallowed up into the megacity. They sound rich to you. This is Rivershell East.
And west of the river?
Hudon. It's somewhere to live. Not bad. Then there's Jamrock. It's bad. People shouldn't live there, but they do. Then Forburg. It's almost as bad, and much larger. Then Coal City. It's the worst.
And Martinez?
It's so small you can't even see it on the map. No, wait. There it is. North of Jamrock. The strip of coast next to the Greater Rivershell Industrial Harbour. It looks downright despondent. It's almost Coal City, to be honest. No, Coal City is worse. A charred limb. Rain falls on its slick black streets. And then there's the burnt-out quarter in the heart of Jamrock. Is it cold in this bookstore? Or is it just you? No, this is somewhere to be. This is all you have. But it's still something. Streets and sodium lights, the sky, the world. You're still alive.
I love you, Volition. You're my favorite. All right.
The worn map features the patchwork grid of the streets of Martinez, with directions to appropriately touristy locations. Year 48 resides on the upper right corner.
Trace a path through the
Your
grid.
finger moves through the various streets, across Rue de Saint-Ghislain and Rue Saint-Sipar, over Saint-Brun and Martinez North, finally coming to a halt on the spot where you are currently standing, although the map gives no such indication itself.
For a more detailed view of the map, go to your journal and select the Map tab.
Put the map away. Yay! Thank you, Miv. I missed it entirely. This is difficult to do with a controller. Wash basin. Yes, that's where I want to go. Fisherman shacks. Can I not fast travel? I thought I was able to fast travel. They told me I could fast travel. Church. How do I fast travel? Oh, have fun! Have fun playing Pathfinder! It said there was a fast travel point. How do I fast travel? Internet! Maybe I just have to not be in the store. Let's try being not in the store. There we go. Travel here. Yay! Thank you. Okay, bye!
On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and next to it, a small hand mirror. A straight razor soaks inside the wash basin.
We'll try
The
this
water
again.
reflects back a vague image. You'll be looking like a pansy without the chops. A fucking pansy.
I don't care.
Like an artist with a brush or a master swordsman, you use the small mirror and the straight razor with some soap to remove all that unkempt hair from below the nose line. The sharp blade chafes against your skin, producing a scratching sound. The surface underneath the beard feels tender, the air brushing against it chilly.
Feel your clean-shaven cheeks.
They feel so smooth, surprisingly so. A feeling of freshness overcomes you, as if you just came from a cold bath.
Was shaving the right
The
call?
water reflects back a vague image of your clean-shaven face. Despite the bulbous nose, unkempt hair, and persistent swelling, you look a little younger, maybe. You almost look like a professional.
Yay!
Your face, such as it is, a regular human face, sans expression.
All right. I just looked at the time. We're gonna call it for today. Let's find someone to raid.
Ooh, okay. We'll raid Simple.
Simple just moved, so she hasn't been able to stream for a while. When we get there, it'll be a braid, B-R-A-I-D. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. It was nice to meet you, Snow, and it was nice to hang out with everybody. Had a fun time. Off we pop.